Hello and welcome back to the Binge Boys podcast. We're here with you this week to talk about Avatar The Last Airbender, Book 2, Earth. But before we get to that, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Enrique.
I'm Eli.
And my name is Tristan.
And we are what you, ladies and gentlemen, can call the Binge Boys. Folks, we watched Avatar this week, or these past 2 weeks. I can tell you what, very enjoyable experience. But before we get into Avatar The Last Airbender, aka Avatar The Last Clout Chaser, boys, what have you been watching? Tristan, I'm going to start off with you today. What have you been watching?
Oh boy, here we go. Honestly, pretty much just the same stuff, you know. Been chilling with The Office. I'm partway into season 7 at this point. I'm afraid for after this, I'm gonna have to power through the last 2 seasons very quickly once I finish this, just because I know the inevitable. That's okay though. And then
I really forgot there's 9 seasons of that, bro.
Yeah, it's rough. But then last night, with the family, went ahead and watched Onward. Is the first time the rest of my family has seen it. That is the second time I've seen it. I think it's a good movie. It's a pretty quality movie, especially for Pixar. Not disappointed in that one.
What's that movie about? I haven't seen it.
It's kind of a coming of age film, but there's like magic involved.
So it's not bad. I thought it was okay.
But, what's the premise? What am I watching? What is it about?
This kid turns 16 and his older brother is really into magic, similar to Dungeons and Dragons, but in their world, just like a magical world per se, but it's been modernized just like our world was. But everybody that lives in that world is like magical creatures, elves, goblins, trolls, stuff like that. And then so their dad has been dead since right before the younger one was born. But their dad left them the ability to cast a spell, which, there's not really magic in the world anymore. It got, outdated to new inventions and everything. But he gives them the opportunity to bring him back for one whole day using a spell. But it kind of gets botched. So they spend pretty much that entire 24 hours with just his legs. And it's a journey to find what they need to bring him back fully.
Yeah, so that's a good.
I see. Is that all? Yeah. So that's all you watched this last 2 weeks? Just Office and out whatever Onward, Outcast, Outbitch, the Outback. Yeah. I see.
Yeah, that's
Outback.
As much as I would have loved to hear about that, I couldn't help but just hear scratching in the background. Tristan, shut the fuck up. Whatever you're doing. But
sit down, chill the fuck out.
Well, we have technical difficulties.
I'm sitting down.
We have technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We are Amateur Hour, the podcast. But that's why you love us. Not really. But moving on. Eli, what have you been watching this past week?
Oh man, me as well. I've been watching kind of the same stuff I have been. Finishing up season 1 of Supernatural because I went back and watched that, and that was still good. Also watching Dexter. I'm on I'm still in season 1, but episode 6. So he's still out killing people. That's pretty much it, man. I haven't seen any movies since the last movie that we reviewed. To find out what that was, go check out Zodiac, or the last episode. Just playing, but I think that's the last movie I watched. I really haven't been watching too much besides Avatar. I've been kind of busy.
Fair. Man, if you didn't see Zodiac last week, boy, you should listen to it. If you just want to hear an hour of straight comedy, that's all we got for you.
I would say we actually are a true crime podcast. We were just kind of reviewing the deets of that.
Catch us in a couple weeks for the debut of our true crime podcast, The Crime Boys.
The Crime Boys.
The Crime Crew. But
not even a little bit. I'm not even going to pretend on that one.
All right. So
I'm not even going to pretend on that one.
All right. So past that, Eli, that's all you've been watching, Supernatural and a movie?
Yeah, I mean Supernatural and Dexter, which I think there's like I don't remember how many seasons.
And there
I think there's
like 6 or 7.
There's like 8, I think. Yeah, 8 seasons of that.
Holy
so
crap!
it'll be a while before I watch a different show. I've been kind of just watching those two back and forth, but I don't know. Just kind of chilling, honestly, playing Clash of Clans. Shout out.
Fair. Clash of Clans, throwback to 2012.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so I guess it's on to me now. If this is the Enrique Anime Hour, if you would like to skip this section, there will be a timestamp to skip past my anime talk. But if you want to hear it, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. First, I was watching Air Gear, a 25 episode anime that I finished. It is Air Gear is about people in the not so distant future where there is now like roller skates, right? But they're like motorized roller skates. But they're like super powerful, right? So like you could jump off a building or scale a building with them, right? They're super. It's super dope, right? I like this show a lot. And basically, it's about this kid who finds out. So his parents are dead. He's an orphan. He's staying with these 3 girls who are also orphans, but they were family friends of his when he was a child, right? And so basically, together they're just like a little they're just a family, basically like a makeshift family with the 4 of them. And the oldest sister basically takes care of the rest of them, right? Because the rest of them are still in school, but she's an adult. And he finds out one day that he wants to be what they call a storm rider, which is basically like gang wars with these they're called air treks. They're called ATs basically. So he wants to be like a person who like fights people with ATs and like races and shit because he feels free when he uses them, right? Like he feels like he can fly and shit, which he can. Like he can get insane air, and everyone notices it, and they're like, "Oh, this kid has potential. This kid might be the Sky King." And then basically from then on, you find out like you start going on his journey to try to climb the tower to be like the best gang in the Air Trek gang universe. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Like I like
mastering the. I was just gonna say they mastering the roller bender element.
Yes, roller bender. But like I feel like that show. I feel like that show is like really good if you like really fucking stupid anime. If you like take shit really seriously, you will not like it. It's very stupid, but it's very fun and very cool at some points. It could be very bad at some points. Sadly, if you would like to see the conclusion of the story, the anime does not have the full story in it because the anime did not get a season 2 and it stopped at 25 episodes. The show came out, I want to say like 06, 07, and there has been no second season and there's been no talk of a second season. So if you want the rest of the show, basically you have to read the manga for it. I've personally never read the manga. I heard it gets terrible after like where the anime ends, but like I am interested in checking that out. So that's Air Gear. Good show. Would recommend. Then I was been watching. Let's go with the Junji Ito collection. Have either of you guys heard of Junji Ito?
Nah, dude.
No, just not even a little bit.
All right, so he's a horror author, right? He makes horror manga, and so it's basically like horror comics, right? Very, 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 very good author. From
what the show is based on?
Huh?
Is this what the show is based on, or the show is based on the manga, and this guy is a horror manga writer?
Yeah, they're based on his manga stories. He's the manga. Like Junji Ito is an author, like a real life author.
Okay.
And the manga is based on the story he writes, right? So basically, I've never read any of his manga, but I've always been interested in it because everyone says he makes the scariest shit. Like it's not like American, like like slasher, like Friday the 13th kind of scary. It's more like psychological, more like Us kind of scary. You know what I mean? Us and Get Out style.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I went into it looking forward to it. It's okay. Like it's not very scary because like each episode has like two to three like side stories in it. And some of them are really good, and some of them are not. It really just depends. I've heard people say that the anime didn't do a good job of conveying the manga in this collection. And I'm 10 episodes deep so far out of 12. And I haven't been scared once or anything. I haven't been really spooked once. I mean, I've done some, what the fuck is that? But there's been interesting concepts, right? And so that makes me want to go read his material because I've seen the concepts and they look interesting as fuck. Like, let me give you an example, right? One of them is there's this guy who's a painter, right? And he has this painting up in an art exhibit. And I guess in painting they have like muses. Like they have one person as their dedicated muse who they try to like recreate in portraits. And so he has it hanging there, and he's at the gallery drinking, chilling with everyone at his own display. And they'd be like, "Oh yeah, what's up? And he's talking to people, and there's one girl goes up. She's like, your art's really good, but I just don't think you have the right muse yet." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "What do you mean? I've been working with her forever." And she's like, "No, you need a better muse." He's like, "What do you mean I need a better muse? Who could be a better muse?" And she's like, "Me." He's like, "All right, lady, get the fuck out of my face." You know what I mean?
She's really out this dude.
Yeah, she's like,
hey, you.
Yeah, he's like, get the fuck out of my face, whatever. And so then he's like, what a creepy bitch, right? So then he's painting. He's like, been a couple of days. He's painting at his house. He's painting the same girl that was in his picture originally. His normal muse, not this girl, right? He's painting his muse, right. And then out of nowhere, the door opens up, which is in his house, by the way. Door opens up, and she's like, you're still painting this old lady, huh? And he's like, what the fuck are you doing in my house?
Oh my god.
She's like, how'd you get here? She's like, everyone knows where you live. It's not hard to find. He's like,
wait.
Well, I guess I should probably move or something. Because he has like a big manor, like a mansion, basically. He's like, she's like, I found it because it's such a big house. And it's like, oh yeah, true. And then she starts talking shit to the muse and telling her that he told her he told me that he's getting bored painting you and that you can't help him reach his artistic, creations. And she's like, what the fuck? And she's like, oh my god, fuck you then. And he's like, I didn't say that though. He's lying. I didn't say it. And she leaves. Yeah. And then she's like, well, now you gotta paint me because you have no muse left. And he's like, motherfucker. And he's like, fine, whatever, I'll paint her. He paints her and he does a really, really good, hyper realistical portrait, right? And she's like, this is, she starts laughing. She's like, this is terrible. He's like, the fuck you mean this is terrible? This is my best work. I did you perfectly. She's like, you must be joking me because this looks terrible. Whatever. I guess you can't really craft me the way I should be. I'd be leaving now. And he's like, no, wait, let me try again. And then she leaves. She leaves. And now he's hung up on it, trying to recreate her, right? Well, then he goes looking for her because he wants to paint her again, but he can't find her. And then someone shows him a picture of her. He's like, oh yeah, this new artist, he's been making a collection or whatever of new things. He's been making new sculptures, and he's like, what? That guy doesn't make good sculptures. He's dog shit, right? He's like, well, he got a new muse, and then it's like, oh shit, you kind of put it together. It's like, oh, you know who the muse is, and he's like, yeah, blah 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 blah, and then the dude says the name, which is the girl's name. He said Tomie.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm looking for her. Where is he? I need to go find him right now. I need to go get her. Right? Goes to the guy's house. He's like, where is she? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Please leave me alone. I'm at my home. And he's like, no, where the fuck is she? He starts choking this guy out, right?
Wait.
Chokes him out. Chokes the dude out in his own home. Beats his ass. Breaks into the room. Finds the girl with a bunch of broken statues everywhere. And then she starts crying. She's like, oh my god, he was beating me up, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. He was me trapped here. And I'm just like, I don't think so. All right. Takes her back, paints her again, but he paints her as this disfigured two-headed monster. And he's like, this is you. This is exactly your likeness. I did it perfect this time. And she's like, are you fucking serious? And then she starts spazzing and getting up angry and stuff like that and starts attacking him. Well, then he attacks her back and he chops her up into pieces. But each piece he chopped her up into starts growing. And say it's one arm, that arm grows into a body of her.
Yeah.
The head grows a body of her.
Hell?
So each piece he chopped up turns into a full body of her now. So there's multiples of her around there. And so then it's like, what the fuck? And then the short story ends. Right? But I've seen people who own this manga, and the manga's fat as shit. It's like a 500-page manga or something. So I know there's more to that story. And I was like, I'm hooked. I want to go read that right now.
Yeah.
And that was like a sick one.
I was gonna say, I know why you enjoy that. I know you like detective stuff like that. Like, not detective stuff, but that's kind of along the lines of trying to figure out what's going on type of. I don't know. What do you give that out of 10?
Man, so it depends. If you're going into it looking for classic horror and to get scared, it's like a 4 out of 10. It's not scary. It's okay, right? For me at least, I don't know. Maybe someone finds it scary out there. I don't find it scary. If you are looking for some interesting concepts that can be expounded upon in his writing, it's like a 7, 8 out of 10. Because these ideas and concepts are fucking sick. But it's just that the anime doesn't do a good job of it.
I would have never thought of it anything like that. That's weird.
He is nuts. Some of the stuff he makes is awesome. And I do want to check out his stuff in the books, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm reading too much other stuff right now.
All right. Hey, fair enough.
All right, so if you're getting bored of anime, don't forget to skip because I got 3 more left, ladies and gentlemen. After that,
3 more.
yes.
Can I skip?
Oh boy.
I'm just playing.
After that, I've been watching Run with the Wind, which is a track and field anime. I'll give you the lowdown on this one.
Boy.
Basically, one night this guy he's looking for like someone or whatever, and this kid like steals something from the shop, and he's like, "Hey, come back here with my shit" or whatever, and then the kid just takes off running. Right, he's just sprinting. Man's is just a beast. He's full on sprint, but he's keeping the pace for like 5 minutes straight, just running. And so then the dude chases him down on his bike. He's like, "Hey, you like track?" He's like, the kid's like, "The fuck?
Oh my God.
The fuck?" So basically, he brings him into his apartment at the college they go to. He's like, "I'm starting a track and field team. I want you a part of it." And he's like, "I don't run track and field anymore." And then you find out about his backstory about why he doesn't want to run track and field anymore. And he basically forces. There's 10 of them, right? So it's the guy who stole some shit, the guy who recruited him, and then everyone else. He forces every other person living in that apartment to sign up for the soccer team, the track team, or else they'll be kicked out of the apartment, right? So it's like either you sign up or you have to go find somewhere else to stay. And they're like, "What? But this is so cheap here." He's like, "Yeah, you guys thought it was cheap because just cuz? No, it's cheap because this is the dorm room for the track team." And he's like, they're like, "Oh shit," because they only pay like $300 a month for food and room.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it's like, it's a sweet deal. And now they're like, "Oh shit." So then he's like, either you're going to sign up or you're going to kick the fuck out. And it's their journey of those 2 guys who are both like really good track runners turning the other 8 guys into track runners, right? And not just like short distance. I think they're running a relay marathon. So it's about like, each of them has to run like almost a marathon length, basically. It's insane. And he has to prepare these 8 guys who are just fucking normal dudes to get ready for that. And it's pretty cool. Like, you see them, like, you know, grow together. Then they have chemistry with each other. They actually start to like each other because most of them just fucking don't care about each other or whatever. It's pretty cool. I like Run with the Wind.
So it's Call of the Wild with people.
What?
It's Call of the Wild with people instead of sled dogs. You got a track team.
Oh my god, the Wild with people. Oh my goodness. What was that?
Call of the Wild.
Wasn't that like Cool Dogs or something with Ice with Cuba Gooding Jr.? What was that show called?
Oh wait, what?
You guys ever seen the Sleshing?
What are you talking about?
You ever seen the Sleshing movie? With the dogs?
No.
With Cuba Gooding Jr.?
No idea.
Like Balto?
No.
Not fucking Balto, dude. It's a fucking live action show with Cuba Gooding Jr. Or movie.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Cuba Gooding Jr. is?
I don't either.
No.
Radio?
Is he from Cuba?
No.
Kubo
Okay,
in the
have you guys never seen Radio, the movie?
No.
Have you seen Boys in the Hood?
Yeah.
Talk about it.
He's the main character from Boys in the Hood. The one that's not Ice
Okay.
Cube or Ricky.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, so that's Cuba Gooding Jr. And then he was in Snow Dogs. You guys ever heard about that?
Nah.
Okay, well, I watched it as a kid. It's like a family movie. It's like a sledding movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's alright movie. It's okay. It's kind of dog shit, but you know.
Just a
You guys don't know who Cuba Gooding Jr. is?
No.
You guys never seen
not
the
so
Show Me
sad.
the Money scene? With like Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I don't know him by name though.
Really? He's a really famous actor. Wow, you guys are. It's like not knowing Denzel.
Okay, it's not like that.
It
Okay,
is
I know
though.
Denzel.
For black people, it is, I guess. Rise up, brothers and sisters. So past that, I watched God of High School again. It's still good. Fighting's still good. They've done a little bit of story now with characterization. But if you just like to see people punch people in the face and kick them in the mouth, that's your show. And now on to the big one. I've been watching.
Wait, you could have just said Cuba. Isn't that the dude who played freaking OJ?
You know him okay, I hate you. Yeah, he did play OJ.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my Oh, you know him as OJ. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, didn't he play OJ in the?
Yes, in the OJ versus the People.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just trying to piece it together now. Yeah, no, I don't know him though, like that.
All right, so then I've been watching the big one, Rent a Girlfriend. This came out the week we did the last podcast. So there's been 3 episodes since. Boy, let me tell you something, guys. That show was very, very good for the first episode. Because the first episode was about this guy. His girlfriend just broke up with him. He's depressed. He's like, you know what, man? I'm just going to buy this chick's time so I can feel better. Hangs out with her. Ends up bringing her to his grandma. They get confused. It's like, oh, it's cute. You know, it's funny. Boy, the second episode turned to fucking degenerate. Holy shit. It was cutesy for a little bit because, like, oh, wow, the renter girlfriend happens to go to his school. They just saw each other. But she goes to school in disguise. She wears like glasses and a hoodie. Oh, the renter girlfriend lives right next to him. They didn't know they're neighbors. They live right next to each other now. And then it's like, okay, well, it's getting silly now. And then his grandma comes over. She's like, "Where's your girlfriend?" And he's like, And so instead of just telling his grandma he doesn't have a girlfriend, he goes and barges in. He knocks on her door as a fake delivery man. He says delivery, and she's like, "Oh yeah, sure." And when she opens the door, he tries to push his way in. He's like, "Please, I need your help. I need your help." I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, chill out." And she's like, "Get away from me. Get away from me." Right? Well, then she ends up cracking because he's so pathetic and ends up going with him to his grandma. And whatever, that happens. Then he drags her out again so that he can go visit his grandma every Wednesday. So he pays for her every Wednesdays. Then they run into his friends. So then he takes her to a bar. And then he runs to his ex-girlfriend who broke up with him after a month. And the girlfriend starts just shitting on him, right? She's like, yeah, every time we went anywhere, he was trying to fuck me. You know, no matter what we were doing, he was trying to, get ass or whatever. He was always had an awkward boner. It's like, bro, what the fuck? It's like a group of like 7 people that she's talking about this in front of. And I'm just like, this is cringy. This is cringy. This is cringy.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's very weird. And then the renter girlfriend stands up for him. And then when he stands up for him, he's like, no, it's okay. Just let them shit on me. And she's like, I gotta fucking go, dude. You're a fucking loser. So she leaves.
Oh my god.
Well, then he leaves too. And then his ex comes up to him. He's like, I always really liked you, And she's always, now that he's with a different chick, she thinks now she wants him after she just broke up with him. And he's so fucking stupid that he wants to get back with her. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, I fucking hate you. And like that's the whole dynamic going into the 3rd episode that just came out.
Toxicity.
Yeah, dude, and he just kept being fucking idiot, and it's just upsetting because the show was so good.
That is hella upsetting.
Yeah, it is, man. It's like, why do these dudes just can't? Why can't they just love a girlfriend that you pay $50 to a day? Why can't you just love her instead of the evil conniving bitch? Please.
Because you don't love someone you're renting. Come on,
but you don't love someone who only wants you if you're with someone else.
He does.
Toxicity, man. It's how it works.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Every time I watch this show, I think the main character is Tristan.
Don't call me.
Yeah, he has some Tristan tendencies.
What are these tendencies?
Let's not dive into that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do a personality.
Dying to know.
I'm not gonna do a personality deep dive on this show. I just recommend. I want you guys to watch it just to cringe with me. It's super funny.
Apparently, understand what T-Max is like in his personal life.
You should definitely watch it, Tristan. I think you'll get a laugh out of it. He's not nearly as
It's what it is.
He's way worse than you are.
Like, you guys might finally understand that Tristan's still single merch after you watch Rent a Girlfriend.
Dang, I forgot. I was going to start out this episode by saying, my name's Eli, Tristan's still single. I forgot. So sorry, guys.
Well, don't worry. We got our update 20 minutes in. Tristan is still single.
Yeah.
But no, he's way worse than you, Tristan. I just call him that for a gag in my own brain. But you should definitely check the show out. I think it's dog shit enough to where it's still funny, but cringy enough to where, like, if you ever just need to, like, cleanse your body of any happiness, just turn that show on. So,
well, there you go.
Yeah, like, that show just suck happiness out. It's a complete degenerate show, and I'm only watching it because it's like I'm too far deep now. 3 episodes, I'm too far deep. I think it's only 12 episode season, so fuck it. I guess gotta do this 4 more times.
So deep in it,
Yeah,
I
bro.
guess. 3 out of 12.
Bro, it's
25%.
yeah, I'm fourth
Yeah.
way done already, bro.
I
All right. Well, ladies and
How about we
gentlemen,
finished Reek's marathon?
yeah, hey, it's not my fault. I consumed media these 2 weeks.
yeah. So
It-
welcome back
it
to the
kind of is, though.
podcast. I know for those who skipped it.
Yeah, thanks for skipping my anime talk. I appreciate you all. I warned you, so if you listen to it, it's your own fault. But before we get into Avatar The Last Airbenders, ladies and gentlemen, we have a word from our sponsor, Anchor. Tristan, take it away with Anchor. And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, shapes, and sizes, transgenders, I don't care who you are, you listen to this podcast, we love you. We watched Avatar The Last Airbender.
That's
So,
yeah, bro.
I
Say, quick
broke-
comment, bro.
So,
Tristan, you should change up your spiel, man. I feel like you sound the same in every ad promotion, man. You just reading off a script.
it's almost like, it's pre-recorded.
Nah, dude, it can't be. We wouldn't do that.
It's almost like, for us, it's like, 5-second pause. But for you guys, it's a minute long ad break.
Nah, man, we just listened to Tristan do that whole thing.
Of course.
Anyway, we watched Avatar.
oh my dear goodness.
We watched Avatar. Do you want to do a spoiler-free section since we already fucking, did season 1? Do you want to give people who only watched season 1 a spoiler-free? Because I think if you're here now, I feel like you've already seen book 2 in book 1.
I mean, I'm sure. It's really up to you. I mean, I don't know that we need it, but
All right, quick spoiler-free.
Stuff's going down. He's trying to master Earth and the Avatar state. Boom.
Yeah, the end. Zuko's
Yeah,
there.
The end. At least that's
Whole season.
Yeah, Zuko's there. So yeah, sorry if you want spoiler-free. Drop a comment if you want spoiler-free. If not, you can. Suck my dick.
Azula shows up this season.
Yeah.
we
Like I
knew
said,
this though.
like I said though, if you want spoiler-free, drop a comment. Otherwise, suck my dick.
Damn.
So yeah, we're just jumping
Grandma.
straight into it. So we left off last season with Aang, North Pole boy, big fish boy. He's a big fish boy. I'm a fish playboy.
God.
He just went ham on the whole Fire Nation. Zuko
Went
got
Usman on the Navy.
he went Usman. Nah, he gave him more than foot stomps, bro. Come on. Basically, Aang just went batshit, and now he's going to go find an Earth teacher. Yada yada yada. Earth, book 2, Earth. We start episode 1 with Avatar State. One of you take it away because I've been talking this whole fucking podcast.
You had a lot to say.
Yeah, you did. Interesting.
Yeah. So the Avatar State, it starts, obviously we start at the North Pole still. Everyone's saying goodbye. Good old Master Paku said, I'm going to go down to the South Pole and see your grandma who left me, but, I still love her, so I'm going to try and go fix things, even though we're both ancient at this point. Good for them.
And single.
And he's like,
They're ancient and single.
and so he goes, if you guys go directly east or whatever, or directly south, whatever, you guys are gonna find this Earth Kingdom base. There's a general there. He's gonna help you guys out. Blah blah blah. They get there, and the general is like, Avatar, it's so good to have you here. We heard about what you did to the Fire Nation army. He goes, we want to use you as a weapon. And then he spends the rest of the episode abusing Aang to try and force him into the Avatar state because this guy wants to control the Avatar because he thinks it'll help them win the war.
This episode was
Selfish,
pretty
man. Selfish.
This episode was pretty mid. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't one of my favorites.
I agree.
No, it wasn't anything special.
You know what was good about this episode though? All the Zuko and Iroh parts.
Oh yeah.
At the spa?
Yeah, at the spa. And then, bro, Zuko said in this episode, he's like, you have to fight. Iroh was like, you have to find out what you want, Prince Zuko. And then Iroh was like, I want my throne. I want my father to respect me. And I was like, okay, young man, talk that shit.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, because Azula came back around and she said, Zuzu. She said, Father wants you to come home. He misses you.
On some bullshit.
He's gonna welcome you back.
There's 4 words that can describe Azula, right?
Oh no! Get ready for some explicit content here.
Are you ready?
Plug your ears, kids.
She's a savage, nasty, moody, and ratchet. She really showed up. Was like talking shit to Iroh, called him a fat bastard. Fucking told Zuko he looks like a burnt faced ass bitch. And then she's flexing on everyone. She's doing lightning bending out to start the episode. She's like, watch this. She's like doing pop locks. For real,
she just creates the lightning.
I recall, I don't know. I recall at one point Zuko asked her if she does this every day. She said often.
Come on, Eli. Come on. You sound like Tristan with the inside jokes.
I'm sorry.
Yo, come on, man. Yo.
Yeah, and then,
oh my gosh, the fact that Azula can create lightning though is pretty terrifying.
Well, I mean, they explain it later. She's like, a couple really good firebenders can do it.
I know. She's like the second best firebender in this whole show so far.
Yeah, Iroh being number 1.
Obviously, the Dragon of the West.
And she's got fucking blue flames.
Firebenders we meet.
And she's got blue flames too. Like,
yeah, that's.
She's a badass for sure.
She's the only one the whole show with like different color flames. Like, I don't know.
If basically pulled a Mace Windu and said, "Because I can."
I don't know if it's because the show like she's so higher level than everyone, but like the blue flames is a cool touch to counteract Zuko's red flames or whatever the fuck.
Oh, for sure. It makes her like more evil. I feel like she's got the like Emperor thing going on.
Yeah, Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, that
exactly.
Definitely.
But yeah, no.
Definitely what I was going for.
Spoiler alert, Azula becomes a llama in this season.
Dang, Tristan, what'd you have to tell him?
Bro, you know what else was good? Is when I wrote down, I was like, it's kind of sad, because Zuko was willing to accept, like, a complete fucking lie in order to go home, because he just wanted to go home so bad. Like, he knew Azula was bullshitting, but he wanted to trick himself into thinking she wasn't.
Desperate.
Yeah, he really wants to go home. It's kind of sad, man. But then, when like that one dude fucked up, he's like, "Let's take the prisoners home." It's like, "Oh, you're fucking stupid."
Man's a beast.
Gave him the death glare, bro.
She really looked at him like Swaggy P in that meme.
Yeah, Swaggy with the question marks. She's like, "The fuck you just say?" He's like, I'm sorry, princess." And she's like, "Bro, we almost had him already." Bro, now I gotta spend the whole season chasing them, you fuck.
Yeah.
Almost had him episode 1. And then she just started, as soon as we know she can shoot lightning, she's just trying to spam that shit. Like it's a fucking, like a kick in Mortal Kombat or something. Like she's like just trying to spam lightning at Zuko. But then Iroh comes up and he's like, "This lightning shit is mine." And he's like, boom, and just shot it off in the air and then kicked her ass into the ocean.
That was hilarious.
Facts. Dude, he's such a beast.
And then
crazy how he be doing the same things after gaining all that weight too.
Bro, he's a sad. Well, he's always been hefty. Bro. In the flashback, he was pretty hefty.
Bro, this just confirms McDonald's gives you superpowers.
I've been saying this for years, guys.
Just
you didn't believe me.
No, we don't mention specific names of companies unless they pay us. Cut the fucking check. That restaurant name is bleeped now.
Well, I have no doubt that this man actually went back and edited and bleeped it, so I apologize. Insert fast food restaurant gives you superpowers.
Facts. Whichever one cuts the check first gives us superpowers.
Yeah, right. Sponsor. Oh my god. Sponsored fast food gives you superpowers.
Yeah, but at the end, fucking Zuko gives himself the fucked up haircut. Gives himself the yarmulke cut, where he just has that little patch of hair on the back of his head. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was doing with that. I was like, Zuko, you look like a fucking bald head ass, looking like LeBron when he played for the Heat. Come on, Zuko, you look better than that.
Oh man!
And then episode
Really
2.
pulled the
Episode 1 wasn't even that special.
Zuko pulled the. Mama, did you set the table?
Oh my god! Come on, man.
Okay.
Tristan, this is your
You
fucking.
got preppy.
Episode 2 is your favorite episode.
God.
Go off.
Episode 2 is
I don't
one
like
of
this.
my- Yes. The Cave of Two Lovers is probably it's just like one of my favorite episodes of this entire show, dude. We start off with the gang chilling out in the water, and Aang and Katara are practicing their waterbending still. Sokka somehow ends up extremely wet again because of them. It's just an everyday occurrence. And then out of nowhere, these funky looking people, hippies come up. They're playing some music, except that their music is straight fire.
That's
Absolutely fantastic.
it's just a fact.
It's just amazing music. And they're like, who are you guys? They're like, oh, we're just nomads. We like to travel. And they're like, okay, good for you guys. Fun little conversation. They're like, we're going to Omashu. And the nomads are like, do you want to come with us? They're like, nah, dude, we got a flying bison. We're fine. Cutscene, them being absolutely annihilated by the Fire Nation, who's shooting fireballs at Appa the entire time. Cutscene back to burnt, crispy, and Katara and Sokka walking by the nomads who are just sitting there, and Sokka just says, or because the nomads, sorry, gosh, I ruined this. The nomads told him about this underground tunnel that's kind of a shortcut of sorts to Omashu. So Sokka goes, all right, secret underground tunnel it is. Love that so much. Fantastic. And so they're going through the Cave of Two Lovers. They get trapped inside by the Fire Nation. Sucks for them. And then they just they don't know how to get out of there because the way it was created was meant to get people lost in there. We get the story of the two lovers. It's a beautiful story. It's all about love, obviously. How they find each other.
Ew.
Say ew?
Ew, love.
There's some cheesy quotes about finding love in the dark, and they finally run out of light. So Aang, Katara, and Appa are together, and then Sokka and Momo are with all of the nomads. It's fantastic because these people drive Sokka crazy, and I love it. And so Katara then offers up this idea, like, what if it means like we gotta kiss for them to show us the way? Aang blows it because Katara's like, no, sorry, that's stupid. And he goes, yeah, that's stupid. He goes, why would I even kiss you? And then she's like, oh, really? Stupid Katara. I hate you.
Stupid Aang.
Aang's stupid too, but Katara out here being offended all of a sudden. Dummy.
Yeah, facts.
But did they actually touch lips, or did it just light up right at the end before they did?
I'm pretty sure they kiss.
I thought they did, but I'm not sure that they actually touched lips. I'm pretty sure it just lit up when it got dark.
Either way, I don't know that it matters.
Matters a little bit if Katara and Aang kissed, my dude.
It doesn't, because
Bro,
she belongs
it's
to the
still-
streets.
Katara finally kisses one of her boyfriends. That makes a small difference.
No, because she belonged to the streets, bro.
I was gonna say, Katara had 5 boyfriends last season, bro.
She didn't kiss any of them.
Okay,
She almost kissed Jet. The fuck you
belongs to
talking
streets.
about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would she kiss
Almost.
somebody when she got? Dude, come on. She can't just kiss one dude.
You right?
She got
right.
5 of them.
Okay,
Alright.
okay. But basically, this whole episode is just the journey of them in the cave. There's some self-discovery. It's a small amount of character development for some of these people. We get to hear the great Nomad music. I love it so much.
You're wrong again,
Yes.
Tristan. You're wrong again. You're skipping over my fucking guy's part, man. All right. So this episode, Zuko and Iroh, they got their earthbending names. Mushi and Lee Jr. Fire. Great names. Fucking silly names.
This is Junior.
This episode is the beginning of what I would like to call Zuko's harem of Earth Kingdom girls. Right? I don't know how Zuko does it. Right?
You're right, dude.
I really don't know how Zuko does it. Half his face is fucking burnt to crimps, right? Burnt to a crisp, right? And he's still pulling chicks. Like all these girls want him. Half his face
is dark and mysterious, dude. What do you expect,
bro? Half of his face is made out of crips.
But how is he doing it though? Like I just don't get it. Every Earth Nation chick wants him. Like he just
that's facts.
Dark and mysterious.
That's what I said later in the season. I said it's just because he's he's got a bad boy vibe.
I would say the Earth girls are just hoes.
Oh,
no, they're just looking for love in all the wrong places.
Bruh.
But yeah,
damn.
he gets that. One of my favorite scenes is this as well. With the berries, he's like, these berries either heal the poison that I ate from the leaves, or they cause immediate blindness. I was like, holy shit. I was like, holy shit, you're blind instantly. I was like, he could be homing with Toph. So then, but yeah, no, that episode is okay. I don't really care for the KOT lovers thing. It feels like a filler episode. But the Zuko and Iroh stuff, I said that Zuko and Iroh put on the fucking backpack for the early portion of season 2.
It did. I would agree, but I just really love the Cave of Two Lovers. It's fun for me. It's some interesting development into some of the lower storylines.
Yeah, I agree with Tristan. Like, I like the nomads. I thought that was interesting, and then and funny, obviously. And then I like the Zuko and Iroh thing. I thought that was funny, and then it switches up a change of pace and puts me in the feels when they the actual Cave of Two Lovers part. Like,
yeah, we get the story and the original Earthbenders, the Badger Moles. They show up to
yeah.
So Katara and Aang are shown basically the path that the lovers took to each other. That's how they get out. And Sokka and the rest of them are shown out by Badger Moles, who end up also enjoying the Nomads' music because they understand talent.
Yeah, sure, bro.
They may be blind, but they're not deaf.
This episode ends on one of like the fucking. It had 2 emotional scenes of this, right? Like it had the KO lovers thing, which is like a little on the nose, but I thought the cooler scene out of this whole episode that really showed like kind of like love and like interest more was when Zuko was outside. And he was just sitting there looking off into the sky or whatever. And then she tried to touch his scar, and he grabs her hand. He's like, "Don't touch me there." She's like, "It's okay, I have one too." And she shows him, and then he's like, "Oh my god."
Her leg.
Yeah, her leg. And he's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." You know what I mean? And you can tell, you kind of see, because Zuko goes through a lot this fucking season. Like he has a lot of inner turmoil. And you can see that's where it kind of starts right there. It's like, holy shit, this is what the Fire Nation does to people. This is what I'm doing to people, you know what I mean? He's starting to realize these are just normal people. These aren't just like, peasants or whatever. They're just like he is. And he sees that, but then at the end, he still turns into an asshole when
steals their...
Iroh's like, after all the compassion they showed us, you're about to steal their thing. And he's like, don't worry, they're about to show us some more. They're about to show up a little bit more. And he steals their fucking thing. She watches him steal it, doesn't say anything.
He's watching out the door.
Zuko.
Yeah.
Come on, Zuko. Come on.
He's just troubled.
I love you, man, but come on, man. What are you doing? It is what it is. And then episode 3, I didn't give a fuck about too much, to be honest. It's okay. We get Azula getting her gang together this episode.
Doing some recruiting.
Getting one of the baddest chicks in the series in Ty Lee. Baddie.
Oh my god.
May.
Ty Lee.
Not baddest chicks.
Love Ty Lee.
Ty Lee's dope. She's just sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love Ty Lee.
Every guy wants a Ty Lee in their life. She's just happy. She's happy all the time. She's ready to pressure point the shit out of a bitch if she has to. You know? And she knows how to do cartwheels.
Among other things, yes.
Yeah, but then we go back to Omashu. Boomy's there. Boomy's like, "What's up, Aang?" Aang's like, "You gotta teach me." And Boomy's like, "I ain't teaching you shit."
It's like, you gotta be patient.
No. See, Boomy wasn't even... That... Okay, you're right, but you're skipping over the fact that Boomy surrendered the whole city of Omashu to the Fire Nation.
Yeah,
Or he's
because
being patient.
he said he's got a plan. He just told Aang, look,
Yeah.
bro, I've got a plan, bro. Just stay out of it. He's like, are you sure?
Boomy surrendered. You're like, come on, man. They got the resistance going.
But when he says he has a plan, I mean, he's got a plan.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
You know, just let the man do his thing.
But the way
he's like, Aang, fuck off. I got this.
Right. You really think? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, May and Ty Lee just absolutely messing up the Avatar's day by fighting them. They're two completely just regular old girls who happen to be amazing fighters for some reason and can take on Katara, Aang, and Sokka just like that. Like,
okay, Sokka. Anyone that can fucking fight can beat up Sokka. We've been through this.
Yes, we determined this.
Yeah, Sokka's just a mediocre. He's mediocre to dog shit, right?
But Aang and
Katara got fucked out the gates in that fight because Ty Lee hit her with the fucking pressure points right away, and so she didn't get a chance. Yeah, she didn't get a chance. Katara doesn't know how to fight outside of bending, so once she lost that, she was fucked. And then Aang, Azula, like we already said, she's like the second best firebender in the show. So he was fucked.
Yeah.
He was fucked. He couldn't do anything against her. I still think on a one-on-one, before Aang learns how to use Earth, he's getting washed by Azula. Even towards the end, he almost got washed by Azula 100%. One-on-one. Shit.
Oh yeah.
And let's not forget Appa saved the day again. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love Appa.
And then we get more spiritual.
But let's talk about real fast. More what?
No, I was about to skip episodes. Go for it.
Oh, sorry. The way they got everybody up out of Omashu with the Pentapox, bro.
That was clever.
Pentapox is clever.
That's good stuff.
Bro, my boy's thinking. Sokka's a thinker.
Sokka, as far as shitty as he is as a fighter,
bro.
What'd you say, Rick?
I was gonna say, for as shitty as Sokka is as a fighter, he is definitely one of the best strategists in the show. Like, he proves that time and time again. His strategy game is on point like no other. And it's like okay, you can be dog shit at fighting if you can strategy it up. Like, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, you're the strategy guy, Aang and Katara are the fighting guys. You know what I mean? Like, that works. But yeah, I mean, Omashi's a cool episode. It really just setting up that, like, Fire Nation's pushing people's shit in right now. You better get ready, Aang. You know, you better start hurting.
I had a very specific note that said the first 3 episodes of the season have done very little for the overarching storyline.
It's done a lot for Zuko.
I also feel like
right.
I don't know. I feel like the King Boomy thing where he says be patient, find a bender that's being patient kind of sets up for like later.
It's all set up for
later.
It's set up
right at the end.
Because the first 3 episodes aren't really setting up Aang, Katara, and Sokka. It's more setting up Zuko, Iroh. It's setting up Azula and her gang. It's setting up everyone else but Aang, really.
Yeah.
And even then, episode 3 is Aang he finds out, like, you need someone to teach you Earth who isn't like you at all. Because if you get someone who's like you're not going to learn shit. You need someone who, like, embodies earthbending to the core. You know?
Right.
And so that's kind of, like, that's the development. There's not, like, a lot of plot, but it's a lot of character development. So then, episode 4, very, 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 like, not a lot happens episode 4, basically.
No, nothing.
It's their journey in the swamp, and Aang gets up seeing a little girl, and a flying pig. They get trapped in the thing, they blah, 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 blah. It's Aang getting in touch with the spirit world, basically. It's more spirit world shit. It's like that one episode in season 1 with the panda spider. Like, it's that. It's Aang figuring out how the spirit world works. Because the swamp is like hella connected to the spirit world. Good. It's a cool episode by itself.
Everything is connected.
Yeah, it's a cool episode by itself, but I mean, as like entertainment wise, it's okay, right? It's a more setup.
Yeah, it's not super like entertainment.
It's more set up for later stuff, and so then
it's like a super existential kind of episode.
I think those two, this episode and the next one, don't do a lot outside of character development. Personally,
I agree.
Episode 4 is one of those episodes that's more like one of those things you realize applies to your real life. And the story.
It's like a lesson, basically. It's like, you know, everything's connected, you know, be one with the earth or whatever. And then we got Avatar Day, which is just fucking shitty because, like, you don't You don't get anywhere from the fucking whole plot line. You don't feel satisfied because all Aang has to do is just save the place from firebenders. They're like, oh, we like you now. It's like,
yeah, that was weird to me too. Like, I don't know. I didn't know about all that.
I mean, yeah, it was more of like a comical episode in my opinion. I mean, they start off with even more hating on Sokka, as they do all the time. They bag on Sokka, like just about every episode, and then they get attacked by the Rough Rhinos. Katara goes back and gets the waterbending scrolls, and Aang goes back and gets his staff. Sokka's all like, "What about my boomerang?" They're like, "Screw your boomerang."
We don't have time for your boomerang.
He's like, "That doesn't mean anything."
and but like
yeah, he's going through some. Yeah, it's like, I'm the boomerang guy.
Sokka hit him with, "I used to be boomerang guy."
But like all good boomerangs, it comes back around at the end of the episode when it just flies to his hand.
At the end of the episode,
he's like
yeah.
boomerang.
Oh,
good shit. Boomerang.
He pulled the Thor. He pulled the Thor's hammer.
The Mjolnir.
This is the episode. This is also the episode where the Blue Spirit makes a small return.
Yeah.
Yes.
Iroh and Zuko are in some town. They're like, well, because they were begging at first, but Zuko is all like, I'm a prince, I shouldn't have to beg. So instead, he just goes robbing people. Like, yeah, that's totally, that makes sense.
Honestly, I think he wasn't going to rob people until those dudes fucked with them in the beginning of that episode.
Yeah, with the coin thing.
Yeah, when he's like, because he got pissed off. Because he was like, fine, whatever. You know, Iroh's making fun of himself. That's fine. When people started making fun of Iroh, he's like, all right, no, you guys fucking crossed the line. I'm catching you. You're getting the fade now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also think it's badass
I get it.
that Zuko can fight without his bending. Like, he's like one of the only people in the show where it's like, you take away his bending, he's still like a top tier fighter.
Oh, yeah.
Like, legit. Like, his dual sword techniques and shit, fucking savage.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But like I said, Avatar Day in Swamp, not a lot happens.
No.
Hey, I have another quote that I really love from Sokka in this episode after he goes all detective mode. And Katara's all like, you can show off like all your cool stuff or whatever. And Sokka hits him with, I do believe in the power of stuff, which hits home for me. I also believe in the power of stuff. Stuff is very powerful indeed. I think we should all be very vigilant of stuff.
It can be pretty powerful. I don't know. After watching The Swamp and Avatar Day, I was kind of like at my problem I had in book one, where I'm like, all right, the plot's going to take forever to finally wrap up. Again, like after those two episodes, I'm like, all right, they're just fillers, And then like nothing's going on.
And then episode 6 onward, fucking soaring like an eagle.
Episode 6 happens.
Oh my god!
Let me tell you, episode 6. I'm sure the first time that Enrique and Tristan, they probably loved it. These WWE freaks.
Let me tell you something.
Rumble 6.
The boulder.
So the first time I watched the show when I was younger, right? I didn't really because I had stopped watching wrestling I watched it from like when I was like 7, and then I stopped, and then I didn't pick it back up again until I was like 13, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So from that to that was when I was watching Avatar, because Avatar came out in 2007, right?
Oh.
So I wasn't watching wrestling, so I didn't equivalent it to professional wrestling because I was stupid. So I was just like the boulder. The fuck is the boulder? This guy's funny,
dude.
And then,
I just remember like,
go for King.
I was just gonna say when he's like, the boulder is surprised. I'm like, oh my god, this is just WWE like freaking Universal stuff. I'm like, all right, come on.
The boulder, bro.
If you like wrestling,
I love him though.
This episode is like, there's so many wrestling tropes in this fucking episode. Like, there's like, I don't know if you noticed, but there was the guy who was playing a Fire Nation character, and like, that's a totally a fucking thing that WWE does all the time, where they send out the Russian guy with the Russian flag, or they sent out fucking Sergeant Slaughter with the Iraqi flag, and they were like, I love Iraq, or I love Russia, and they're like, boo, fuck you.
Yeah.
Sokka getting all into it.
Yeah, he was really we hate you.
So I I actually read about this episode that they
Go,
wanted.
go back to the Fire Nation.
Oh man, they actually wanted The Rock to voice the Boulder.
See, I made that connection too. And yeah,
That would have made a lot. I like the guy they got to play the.
He's
Boulder,
funny
though.
because it's funnier him just being a.
I've heard him in other stuff.
The Boulder.
The Boulder is surprised.
This episode provides one of my favorite, like possibly my favorite quote of the entire series. When Toph, the champ, the blind bandit, comes out. Sokka's all like, boo, boo, it's a gold, the Boulder.
Yeah.
He hits, and then he comes out. He says, "The Boulder feels conflicted about fighting a young blind girl."
Yeah,
she said, "Sounds to me like you're scared, Boulder." And he hits her with, "The Boulder is over his conflicted feelings, and now he's ready to bury you in a rock avalanche."
Oh my god!
Dude, that quote was so funny.
It was fucking great.
Oh,
or like the pebble.
I just love, dude. The Boulder feels conflicted.
Another thing I love from that episode is that there was a guy with the fucking mask. Like, he was super skinny. He was one of the Earthbenders the Boulder fought.
Yeah,
had a
dude,
fucking mask.
yes.
And I was like, dude, that's like the fucking Rey Mysterio luchador character. I was like, it's such a good dissection of pro wrestling. Like, it's legit. Just like, you can tell the creators of the show like pro wrestling or watched it at one point because it's perfect. Like, it's literally just like everything about pro wrestling.
Hippo, the big fat man.
So, I was just gonna say the Boulder was voice acted by Mick Foley, who was a professional wrestler.
You said Mick Foley?
Yeah.
Mick Foley did
What?
the Boulder?
That was
that's
Mick?
what it says.
No,
Yeah,
no way.
That's what it says. That's
Are
what
you
it says.
serious?
Yep.
That doesn't sound like Mick at all.
That's what I was thinking.
That was
Mick.
No.
Look it up, dude.
Yeah, it says it's Mick. Holy shit. Mick did a great job. Because that doesn't sound like Mick at all.
It doesn't. Not even one bit.
Like, Mick Foley's, man, Mankind, Dude Love, those are my guys. Like, I like Mick Foley. But holy shit, I didn't realize that was Mick. Oh my god, that's awesome. That's why he sounds familiar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I know I've heard it before as well.
And then, Toph wins the belt again. We love it. And then the dude goes, "Hey, does anyone want to challenge our champion for this bag of gold?" And Aang goes, "I will." Being a stupid little.
And then he fucking hacks.
Hey, I hate him.
No one expected a fucking airbender to be there, and he just knocks her out, and she gets pissed.
Hey man, expect the unexpected.
She tells him to suck my dick, and then she leaves. But I need you to train me. He's like, "Man, fuck you." I lost my belt, bitch. And then he stalks her, and then it's a great introduction.
Takes the belt, bro.
It's a fantastic introduction.
When Sokka takes the belt.
It's a fantastic introduction to Toph. Like,
I agree.
Toph is definitely in my top 3 characters in the show. For me, it goes Iroh, Zuko, Toph.
Yeah, I was gonna say this would have been a perfect episode for Iroh to just have some analogy, like when the world is dark, you can't see the wind.
No, it would have been great for Iroh. Iroh to come through. He's like, "When a boulder is pushing towards you, you must push against it. That is when you really know you have the power."
Oh my god.
Oh,
God, I love Iroh.
Me too. He's my guy. But yeah, so
I need him.
They end up recruiting Toph by the end of the episode through talking to her parents, and their parents are like, "No, Toph thinks she's all prissy, blah 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 blah." That doesn't matter because fuck her out. We know Toph joins the gang. Fuck her parents. Fuck those losers. Fuck the Fei Bongs or the Bafangs or the Bossing Say, Samalama Dumalama, USU human.
The Bei Fongs.
Yeah,
how about that?
That's what I said.
The Buffaloes.
The Lee Bangs. The She Bangs. She Bong. She Bong.
Oh my god.
Sir. Oh my gosh.
But then at the end of the episode, we get a little Zuko clip with Zuko and Iroh, because Iroh told Zuko he needs to find himself, and then Zuko's like, "You're right, Uncle. I have found myself. I decided I don't need you anymore. And I'm just like, Zuko, stop, man, stop. Don't do this to Iroh, bro.
I'd give anything to be in your position with Iroh.
I know, dude. I'm like, stop.
Oh,
I love Iroh too much. Don't do this to him. You're his son. He loves you like a son. He just doesn't get it. And I'm just like, damn. And then it leads into one of my favorite episodes of the show, Zuko alone.
hold on.
This one's your favorite?
One of my favorite.
Oh, okay.
I understand why.
I do too.
I have some quick side notes right before we get to that. Okay, 2 quick side notes. One that I missed from Avatar Day because I know it wasn't a very important episode, but we got another appearance from Reek's frothing mouth guy.
Yeah, I forgot to write that one down. I think I missed.
So the frothing mouth guy count is now at 2.
I think I missed frothing mouth guy twice. I think I missed Cabbage Man once.
Oh, don't worry, I've got the counts. I'll keep you updated.
All right, thank you.
But then, so at the end of the Blind Bandit episode, we get what they also start to do perpetually is blind jokes. So right at the end of the Blind Bandit, Sokka just forgets that Toph is blind and throws the belt at her and just wallops her in the face with this big belt. He's just like, sorry.
Yeah.
Poor Toph. Toph. Oh my gosh.
Toph.
We apologize for these blind jokes. I'm sure they were meant in good light. We especially apologize to Helen Keller for these jokes. I'm sure she won't get the message.
Come on, man. I'm trying to get us sponsors right now.
Sorry.
Yo.
We're going to get canceled with this kind of attitude. Cut it. Cut that.
Okay, but hey, Aang has an earthbending teacher now.
Yes, he does.
6 episodes into Earth.
Alright, so then we get to Zuko alone. Alright, I wrote down before even I got to the episode even started, I wrote down, let's motherfucking go. It's the best Zuko episode or close to it in the show. And
no, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. Dude,
you can take this one,
bro. It's so
minus like 1 or 2 details.
Watching Zuko go from the proud prince to beating down exilee who has to chase the Avatar to basically fucking homeless. Like, Zuko doesn't even chase Aang for the majority of this fucking season. He's just getting shit on for being homeless, like, the entire season. Like, it's crazy, man. But then, oh, man. He just goes in. I forget what he said. I wrote this down, but I forgot why. Oh, because we get the flashback with Azula in this episode, too. With his mom.
Yeah, there's a lot of flashbacks.
With his mom.
Yeah. And, man. So basically, I wrote down, girls are crazy, Zuko. I said I really felt that because that was after they fucked with him when he tackled May into the pond or whatever. And
I just said that Azula's been horrible for years.
This is the episode where they also in the flashbacks, right? Where they talk about his mom and disappearing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
That's also a crazy plot line that's like, at this point I want to know more, you know what I mean? Like, where is his mom? What's going on with that? What happened? You can kind of assume what's happening though, because from like what happened, because the night when Azula was telling him like, "Oh, you're gonna get killed" and shit like that, I was like, "Whoa, he's up there to kill him." After they popped off, after Ozai popped off to his dad, talking that shit. He's like, "Oh, Iroh's crazy because his son died." I'm like, "Man, you're a fucking asshole." Imagine saying that about your brother, bro. Imagine saying your brother's crazy because your son died. That's just fucked up.
I was disappointed that they didn't get to that plot line too much after that in book 2. Like, I was like really wanting to know what was going on there, even though, like you said, you kind of assume. I don't know. I feel like it's too easy to predict that, so I feel like it's gonna have a bigger part in book 3. Just my prediction, not obviously watching book 3. But
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I made a note. Ozai's never liked his own son.
No, you can tell. You could tell how he treated Zuko. He was like, Zuko was always his second favorite. Like, he wanted Azula to be like, the star, and she was the star because she was a better firebender than Zuko was, and that's all he cared about was like who's more powerful.
Why she was the favorite?
Because then she hit those beast ass moves in front of Azula, and he's like, all right, what's up? And then Zuko's like, watch me do it, and he fucked it all up. And Ozai was like, get the fuck out of here, Zuko.
He said, "But can you do this on concrete?"
Tristan, inside jokes. I just talked about this 5 minutes ago.
Hey, man, we're not the only ones who have watched that.
I hope not. If you're wondering about that joke, look up "Man Dances on Concrete." Enjoy.
I promise it's worth the 1 minute of your life you'll waste.
And,
A lot. It's worth a lot more than the 2.5 you'll waste on our podcast.
yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But yeah, and so then,
Hey,
so then he does that, and that's kind of like that wraps it up. And basically, Zuko's mom disappears. That's that storyline. But in modern day,
okay, that's what I guess.
modern day Zuko, you know, he's on his own now. He's broke. He's poor. He's hungry. He doesn't have no food. He has nowhere to sleep. These people give him a place to stay. He learns about them. The little boy is interested in Zuko because he's got these badass swords, and he's missing his older brother, and he puts Zuko as his older brother substitute. And then Zuko teaches him some shit, and then Zuko gives him the blade that Iroh gave him when he was a kid. And he's like, "Here, use this." And then the kid tries to fuck up some dog shit ass earthbending bitches, and then Zuko fights them. And boy, was that fight scene fucking sick! Just dual sword Zuko versus 3 earthbenders.
Firebend, bro.
I know, but he was doing fine up until the last guy was earthbending against him. Like there was nothing you could do.
The last guy actually hit him with some earthbending.
And so then he was getting fucked up, and he's just getting hit, and then he gets the flashback. He's like, "Remember who you are, Zuko." And he goes, "Ah!" He does the fucking the windmill. He gets up, he starts beating the ass. But then he does like the evil pose over the top of him, and then for no reason he gets all extra. He's like, "I'm the son of the Fire Lord." It's like, all right, Zuko, you didn't have to say all that. Like, that was so unnecessary. I'm just like, Zuko,
I am heir to the throne.
It's like, Zuko, come on, man. What are you doing?
I mean, that was... no, I mean, it was a character thing, because we saw throughout the whole episode before that, Zuko showing the kindness in his heart, like, who he kind of is, like, showing glimpses of being, he defends the kid the first time, then he, like, helps the kid out, he's helping his dad out, blah, 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 he's protecting the kid a bit. We also saw at the beginning of that episode when he's like going around robbing people. There's the pregnant lady and her husband, and he's like about to go rob them until he realizes it's a pregnant lady.
I thought he was gonna go rob them. I thought he got freaked out.
No, he was gonna rob them.
He was gonna rob them for sure.
I misunderstood that then.
He had the mask on.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't think he had it on yet.
I don't know if he had the mask on, but I know for a fact he was going to rob them until he got cold feet and saw the pregnant lady.
He has enough respect to not mess with the pregnant woman.
Right.
Basically,
I feel like
over the course of the episode, he felt like he got soft, and so by the end, he's like, "I ain't soft. I'm the hardest motherfucker out here."
He said, "I'm heir to the throne."
The Zuko back and forth storyline, whether good and evil, like is one of the more interesting topics I feel like in book 2.
It's really the only interesting part up until Aang gets Toph. Like once Aang gets Toph, it gets better.
Yeah.
But like his storyline up until then, it's kind of okay.
And obviously, it's not stupid to say it's going to be a huge part of book 3 too.
I think you can infer that from what they're leading on to. It seems like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good episode.
As far as I hated how the whole town turned on him because he was a firebender, even though he just saved them. Like, I understand he's a firebender; everybody hates firebenders, but like, he did just save them all.
Yeah, I think that's why I said I think he could have got away with it if he didn't shout, "I'm the crown prince" to the Fire Nation throne. I think that kind of crossed the line.
I agree. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's why I said he's so fucking stupid for
that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Either way, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it was silly of him to do that. But also wrote down Azula might be the dirtiest player in the game. Like she's nasty, bro. She says some fucked up shit to everyone. Like she would have to be like,
wait,
what?
Who? Sorry,
Azula.
Oh, you cut out for me. So
when her mom is like,
"Oh yeah,
why is she so awful? Like, what is wrong with that girl?"
Yeah,
like her own mom.
You can see Zuko takes more after his mother, and Azula takes more after the father.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Odd business.
Bro, moving on to episode 8, which was possibly my least favorite episode, to be honest.
Really?
Up until the last part.
Wow.
Really?
I was just kind of bored of the whole I didn't like the whole conflict inside their circle, kind of I hate you the whole time. I'm I get it, they're tired, they're at they're tired with each other. Possibly the swamp actually was probably my favorite, but this one I don't know, I don't know, man. Up until the end of it, which we'll get to, I really enjoyed the end, but I didn't enjoy the whole oh, they found us again, let's move. Oh, they found us again.
Are you talking
about
I
just felt
when
Iroh
meets
squatted
Toph?
up?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when they squatted up, that was so cool. But anyway, I don't know. I just oh, we're tired. Oh, we have to move again. Oh, we're tired. They're not gonna find us this time. Oh, Appa shedding. I don't know. I just I felt like it was kind of repetitive, so I was just kind of waiting for the resolution of it.
The other problem is the build up. The way they built it up did not equal what the end results were.
What do you mean?
How they built up that chase did not exactly how they built everything up in that episode with the chase and oh, we're being hunted. The way that episode ends does not exactly feel like the end of a chase, because then we get Tylee and May fighting Katara and Sokka, and then that just ends, and then they all go find Azula, and all of a sudden Zuko and Iroh are there too. That one is low-key out of nowhere.
That was Toph,
that's right. Toph. Well, okay, because yes, at the beginning of the episode, Toph is being selfish. She doesn't want to help the squad set up anything. She's like, I'm carrying my own weight.
Oh yeah, no.
Wait, she hit Katara with Sugar Queen?
That was silly. But I think the issue
I don't know.
I think the issue is mainly the middle. The ending was dope, like Eli said. The ending was fucking
the ending
sick.
was good, yeah.
But one of my favorite scenes so far.
It dragged. They did too much of the we hate each other gag. But
yeah,
I get why they did it. It was to show that Toph is she's used to trying to fend for herself because everyone babies her too much. So
right,
she thinks they're trying to baby her, when in reality they're no, you need to fucking help. So that's what they don't get. That's what she doesn't get. She thinks they're trying to baby her.
You need to be grown.
Yeah, but no, definitely a medium episode. Not the best, not the worst for me at least. Yeah, no, it was all right, but what's up?
Sorry, continue. I like this episode overall though. But not for the main plot of this episode. I like this all the subplots of this episode. I think
what saves this episode for me is the ending, and then
100%.
Then Toph and Iroh. When
Toph
runs into Iroh.
Well, that was near the end too, though. So
it was, but
just
Iroh being Iroh, man. Toph's who the fuck is there?
Still teaching lessons, bro.
And then he's like, you need to trust your friends and everything. She's like, yeah, maybe I do. And she knows Iroh's a nice guy, and then she has to try to explain why she knows fucking Iroh to fucking anger them.
I know. Yeah, facts. We're friends.
It's what the fuck?
I don't know. I just like the ending where they all met up in the town. And, Toph's oh, I figured you needed me, and then Zuko's there, and Iroh's oh, I came back too, and they meet up. It's just kind of a bunch of conflict resolution, in the end, and then they all kind of squat up on Azula, and she just disappeared.
But 6-on-1, and she handled them, bro.
Dude, she's just a beast. But I don't know.
6-on-1.
I just like seeing Zuko and Iroh on the good guy side. Those were my favorite plot lines. I like seeing them on my side.
Dude, you know what was amazing? The amazing part to me was the choreography before anyone else got there. When it was just Aang, Azula, and Zuko fighting, that was fucking nasty because it was dope. Because they were all. It wasn't like they were doing one-on-ones with each other. At every point they were fighting, it would be like Aang hits Azula to hit Zuko with something else, or Zuko gets Azula off of Aang to hit Aang with something, or Azula hits Aang and Zuko with something at the same time. And it's like, dude, the choreography in that episode was fucking awesome. Like, that's one of the things I wrote down was it just looked so good. And
even the fight with Sokka and Katara against Ty Lee and May, dude. I thought that one was pretty good.
It's always funny to me whenever Ty Lee and Sokka fight.
Yeah,
Ty Lee getting Sokka for the first time, like she gets him like one limb at a time, so he's just going no. He's like,
just like, oh, I might kiss you.
Falls over.
Yeah, remember when he headbutts her fist? He headbutts her fist. She's like, "Fuck, my head." And he's just standing there on one leg while all his other limbs are just gone.
Bro, she tried to get him in the head. He said, "Not that one."
He said, "Forehead power."
Dude. Come
on, Tristan.
What?
We at the Binge Boys don't support Tristan's talking about women or the derogatory terms he calls them. We are sorry, and we would like sponsors. I apologize.
What are you talking about?
You said that she wanted his other head.
No, I said she tries to hit him in the head.
Yeah, and then you said,
wrong
no,
one.
not that one.
Yeah, you said wrong one.
No, okay, you guys completely misinterpreted that. That's your own fault.
Not that head. How else
No,
are we
not
supposed
this
to miss it? Bruh.
Because she got every other one of his amenities, but couldn't get like his forehead. Like,
but he wasn't trying to punch his forehead. He threw his forehead into her because he knew she was going to try to punch his leg if he did it.
Whatever it was, he...
Alright, so episode 9.
You guys are ridiculous. You guys are unbelievable. I blame you guys completely for that.
You said it, homie.
You said it, bro. And then, wait, before we move on...
If you didn't.
Before we move on, it was great when Zuko said... when Azula fucking cheesed Iroh, when she was about to get fucked up, she's like, "Fuck it," boom, just hit Iroh with the shot. I was like, "What the fuck, you bitch?" And she hit him, and then Zuko's like, "Uncle." I was like, "Oh, there it is. He does care for Iroh." And then Katara's like, "Zuko, I can heal you." He's like, "Leave." I'm like, "Oh, Zuko, you're doing it again. You're being an asshole."
Yeah. I would say at least hit like freaking Aang or something.
Yeah, I know. Hit fucking Sokka. Like, that'd be funny. Don't touch Iroh, man.
Yeah, right? That's my boy.
Oh, yeah. And then we get to episode 9, which is what? That is...
Bitter work.
Oh, the training montages.
This is low-key one of the best episodes of this season.
Actually, yeah, I enjoyed this one. It's
a slept-on episode, because it's a training montage, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's a training montage for Aang and Zuko.
Yeah, well, that was this one. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's why this is one of the best ones.
That's one where Sokka's stuck the whole episode.
Yeah.
Foo cuddly pants or whatever.
One of the best episodes as well.
Foo cuddly pants or whatever. Foo cuddly pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let's not forget though. We open up this episode with Iroh dreaming about his son.
Yeah.
Had stories.
Man.
Bro, this is... Dude, I like this episode when Iroh's like, "Oh, this is the move that I invented. You use lightning." He's like, "Don't use lightning, though."
Yeah. He was like,
"Why would you do that?"
He's like, "Yeah, it's a lightning reversal." He's like, "All right, you're going to shoot lightning at me now?" He's like, "Whoa." He's like, "No, it's just in case."
He's like, but Azula could do it. Yeah, but you can't.
He's like, "Why would I just shoot lightning at you, dude. Zuko? Come on, bro."
Dude, that whole part with Iroh, once again teaching lessons, with Iroh just like explaining to Zuko how all 4 elements kind of work together, how he studies the other nations, and by studying other nations, you can like better your own bit. Like, that's nuts. That was so cool.
It just shows Iroh's next level.
I love that part.
Like, you can tell he's more powerful than a lot of characters in the show.
Oh yeah,
he's
arguably the second most powerful character.
Man's literally Gandalf. Like,
yes, I would say that Iroh is the second most powerful person in this entire show.
Behind who? Have we seen them
Avatar,
yet?
Duh.
Okay. I don't know if Aang's strong. I don't know. Aang gets washed by people sometimes, though.
Okay, but he's the Avatar. So,
But do you
hypothetically
count?
speaking,
Do you
Aang's
count
more powerful.
Avatar
Build four
State
elements.
in that? Do you count
Yes.
Avatar State? Because if you count Avatar State, yes. But if you don't,
Yeah,
I have
of
Aang at
course.
like 3 or 4, like legit. Because I
Well,
think
no,
Iroh's
Avatar State
stronger.
has to be counted.
I think Azula's stronger, and I would argue that Toph could wash him before he learned to Earthbend.
100%. Yes. No, exactly. But we have to include Avatar State.
Yeah, but if you include the Avatar State, then yeah, it's he's easily the strongest. It's not close.
Yeah. But going back to you guys were talking about him. He was like, "Well, I'm not gonna shoot lightning at you."
Yeah.
My note for that was just Zuko want to die so bad.
Yeah, he does.
Like he's looking to die at this point. Come on, man.
All right. I know we don't do very much literary analysis here because we like to have jokes, but I do have some literary analysis.
Oh,
So I had the Aang and Zuko, their training montages were opposite of each other, right? So Zuko was learning how to let go and be more free flowing, right? So he had to learn to do lightning, you have to be free form, and to do the reversal, you have to be like a waterbender. You know what I mean? You can't really use rage. You can't use pure rage for it like you can do to firebending. Aang had to learn that he has to be more aggressive. He has to be more willing to stand there and fight, or to stand there and take it.
I know where you're going with this.
And because of that, it was just cool because Aang had to learn to stand his ground for later in the episode when he had to fight the fucking bull and save Sokka. And Zuko had to learn to control his emotions and shit like that, and learn that it's okay to be calm.
Bro.
True.
Aang and Zuko are the yin and yang.
They are. I think.
Bow bow.
They're the foils to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For everything Aang learns, Zuko learns something too. See, Aang's on a more physical journey, right? Aang has to learn the bending. Zuko's on an emotional journey. He has to learn to be okay with himself. That's kind of what each of their journeys are.
I mean, they both have similarities though. For
one,
one,
of course,
they both want Katara.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. But then I'm sorry. Just the whole Sokka arc in this episode is the greatest thing, with him being stuck with the little moose lion cub or whatever.
Yeah. All this show
Sokka, the sarcasm guy.
This show only has hybrid animals. There's no just regular animals.
There's very few, and I'm pretty sure they're all in the Earth Kingdom.
I mean, they joke about that later on in the season. They joke about the bear. They're like, the platypus bear? They're like, no, just a bear. No, you mean a moose bear? They're like, no, just a regular fucking bear.
Bro, I don't know if you noticed. Did you see Haru in the back of this episode?
What?
What?
Did you see him?
Come on.
No.
You're lying.
Come on, Eli. Where's this leading to?
I am lying. I just wanted to give Haru some clout because I love my boy Haru. Shout out. We miss you.
God damn it, Eli. Oh man.
I love how Sokka was like, I will give up meat and sarcasm. He's like, that's pretty much all I am.
And
my personality.
And then as soon as Aang showed up, he's like, you got some meat?
Got your meat?
Yeah.
Oh
man. I also wrote down,
where's the meat?
God damn it, Eli. Not Blueface.
Sorry.
No Blueface here. That's our other one. I also wrote down that Aang and Zuko both had to learn to accept what's coming towards them and not run away, because they both have a real bad habit of running away from their problems.
Mostly Aang, but I agree.
Aang runs away from his problems, and then Zuko runs away from his emotional problems. He doesn't want to admit that he doesn't want to go home. He knows, he says he wants to, but he keeps acting like he doesn't want to. He knows he doesn't, but he just wants to anyways. It's I don't know. He's kind of silly.
I said that's fair.
But then I said also that when Zuko goes up onto that mountain, Dolo, and it's the storm, he's like, "Come on, you've thrown everything at me. Come on!" He's just screaming there, to hit him with lightning.
Nuts.
I was like, "Damn, he's got mad Vegeta energy right now." Vegeta does this all the time in Dragon Ball Z. He'll just go off and start crying by himself for no reason. He'll be like, "Why could I be Super Saiyan?" That was basically Zuko. I also wrote down. Zuko said this a while ago. I don't know which episode, but he says, "Why does it keep blowing up in my face just like everything does?" And I was like,
No.
"Damn, Zuko. Damn."
He's going through it, bro.
He is. And then, oh man,
You not like this next episode? You don't like the library?
I don't either.
I like it, but it just makes me feel like shit.
I'm not a huge fan about this one.
What? This episode's good, man.
makes
This
me
one is
feel
actually one of the first ones we get that is
because
crucial to the plot.
The ending sucks, yeah.
It does.
So I hate the other episode that involves this topic too because it makes me depressed.
Same.
So episode 10, the library. They end up meeting this fucking weirdo bitch guy. They take him. He's like, "Guys, there's a library with a bunch of information." And they go. There's Owl.
He is the head of anthropology at
Tristan.
Ba Sing Se University.
I don't give a fuck what his title is. He dies in the next episode.
Damn spoiler.
It's the same episode. He dies in the one episode.
It is, yeah. Okay. He
he
doesn't
just
die.
got trapped under underneath pounds of sand, tons of sand.
Who lives in a library under the sand?
Oh my god! Come on, bro. Who lives in a library under the sand? Ba Sing Se University.
Professor, I forgot your name.
Oh my lord. But yeah, so basically they go there and then you find out there's a solstice, not a solstice, an eclipse, and when the eclipse hits, firebenders can't bend. That's what you find out.
This is information that Sokka wants to steal after lying to the great owl spirit, who's like, "I don't let people in here because all they do is steal information for themselves."
Yeah, because Zhao was there and Zhao got a bunch of info on how to fuck up the moon spirits.
All my homies hate Zhao.
Facts. Fuck Zhao.
True story.
Oh, sorry, hated Zhao.
Facts. Because he's dead, bitch.
Hate his spirit.
And then at the end of this episode,
Facts.
fucking Toph was the only one who didn't go in because she can't. Was it because she couldn't see, or she didn't want to go down there because it was under the sand?
She
Sand
can't feel.
with her.
Yeah, she can't feel in the sand.
Yes.
But hold the phone. But okay, so sandbending falls under earthbending, though, doesn't it?
But she can't do it.
Right, but there's
Right. But that is sandbending does fall under earthbending.
sand
correct?
would be earth, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else it would fall under, but very confusing.
Well,
Because the sandbenders aren't traditional earthbenders; they can only really bend the sand as far as I know.
no, I was gonna say they're closer to airbenders.
That's what
Honestly,
I think of. Because you look at the gliders,
right.
I think they just use because the sand's tinier particles than rock, so they can fuck with the air too. Technically, a little bit, not a lot, because that's how they did their gliders. But it kind of shows that the earthbending can do a lot more shit than other bendings can do, because they can also fuck with crystals.
Right.
Yeah, I think anything that has to do with minerals and rock, they can fuck with.
Which is everything, honestly.
Because we see
everything
later.
outside of fire, water, or air.
Yeah.
Which is weird that you never see them do anything with trees.
Okay, what would you do with trees? Lift them up and
smack someone?
Who knows, man?
It's not Naruto.
I'm just wondering.
It's not wood style.
I know. I'm just saying. Also,
they're gonna ride the trees like Merry and Pippin.
Oh. Oh boy! Real quick, another counter in this episode.
Cabbage.
No, blind joke count. Except Toph makes the blind joke this time, which makes it a million times funnier when they're on Appa, and she goes, "There it is!" and they're all like, "Oh my gosh!" She goes, "That's what it'll sound like when someone finally finds it." She waves her hand in front of her face.
That one is pretty funny.
Oh.
But yeah, so Toph's the only one outside. It starts collapsing because the dude's like, "Fuck it, you guys keep fucking with my shit. Fuck it, no one's gonna get this shit again. I'm closing it down. I'm putting it underground." And she starts doing that. Well, then Toph has to hold the little exit up while they're going. As she's doing that, sandbenders pull up to steal Appa. She can't see them because she's on sand. She can't fight them because she's on sand.
It's not. It's not even that she can't see him. It's that she has to make a choice between Appa and saving everybody else.
Well, she couldn't see them also.
She really couldn't see them very well.
Well, yeah, she was missing shots at him too. Yeah.
Yeah, because she just couldn't see him. So she had to make a decision there. She's like, "I'm sorry, Appa." She starts crying. I started crying. I was like, "God damn it, dude! I hate this episode."
I feel it.
And then as soon as Aang comes out, and Toph's like, he's gone, and then Aang just instantly just starts fucking bawling. I was like, damn, dude.
Oh, dude, he tried to blame Toph for that.
Dude,
Toph was like, I was saving your skinny behind.
No, Toph was still sad too.
You gotta save Appa.
Because Toph was still sad too. She's like, I tried everything I could.
Yeah.
She told him, I was like, it was either him or you.
Right. Yeah, she did what she could.
She's like, either you guys for sure die in there, or we can go get Appa back. You know what I mean?
Like Professor Kinjabi.
Yeah.
The fact that he just stayed behind, he was like, look at all this knowledge. I was like, nerd.
But then it brings up a philosophical question. What good is knowledge if you can't use it? What good is knowledge if you can't use it? Ty Lopez.
True story. Okay, but the fact that the spirit cracked 2 different jokes was hilarious.
I don't remember.
Spirit got in.
I don't remember him.
Well, okay, so the owl spirit. First of all, the owl spirit got in on roasting Sokka. Said basically that he's a moron. I thought that was hilarious. But then he when they were introducing themselves, he was like, "Oh, blah blah blah, I'm Professor so and so, head of anthropology." He's like, "We'd love to explore your library and just learn some things." And the spirit goes, "Unless you'd like to become a stuffed head of anthropology." And I was like, it's funny and a threat.
Solid. But yeah, no, that episode was just kind of depressing.
Yeah, 100%.
Next episode was depressing too.
Episode like whatever the fuck is also depressing.
11.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we'll get there.
And then 11 is just them in the desert. It has some great Sokka quotes. We got cactus juice. It's the quenchiest. Friendly mushroom, giant mushy friend.
That's my favorite scene. That one is legitimately my favorite scene in the entire show. The first time I ever saw that, I laughed for about 5 straight minutes.
And then we got Momo, you killed us all. That's my favorite one. when Momo spills the water, he's like, Momo, you killed us all. And I was like, God damn it.
That one's pretty funny.
He blames Momo for this. He's like, you did it.
And so yeah, so then they end up finding them before they get to find the guy with the sandbenders. We get a little bit of Iroh Zuko action, who end up in the same villages that they were in. They go there. Mm-hmm. The bounty hunters are looking for Toph and them, now looking for Iroh and Zuko. They go there, and then
that's something we skipped over a little bit.
I mean, fuck it, it's not that important. Then Iroh goes, he starts playing. I mean, you should, if they watch the show, they would know. Iroh starts playing fucking. He starts going up to this dude. He's like, "Man, get this game a pie show, cuz." He's like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Yeah, G." They start playing some pie show. They're like, boom, 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 boom. And they're like, White Lotus, welcome, brother. And I'm like, what the White Lotus? The fuck? And then they hit that, and they get him in the back room with all the crack. It's like, yeah, we got crack pot, we got weed, we got smoke. What you need, cuz? And Zuko's not allowed back there because he ain't with the shits, you know? He tells Zuko, like, nah, man, you ain't in the gang. You gotta stay out here. You're normal. And then, they come out and they escape by, sitting in flower pots and shit. That was cool. It was the first mention of the White Lotus, which they don't talk about ever again this season. It's like, wow, thanks for introducing that and just not talking about it.
Facts.
And,
truly. Hey, we also get Suki.
That's next episode.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, that is next episode.
And then Aang freaks the fuck out because they find the guys. Toph knows the guy's voice. He's like, "You fucking sold Appa, you piece of shit." And he's like,
His dad getting mad at him is hilarious.
His dad's like, "You cursed us all, you bitch." And then Aang just starts fucking shit up. And yeah, and so then they find out Appa got sold. It's probably in Ba Sing Se, which is where they're headed.
Oh, which ironically is also where the White Lotus is helping Iroh and Zuko go.
Yep. It's the safest place.
Yeah.
Or so we thought. Because episode the combined episode 13 or 12 and 13.
12 and 13, yeah.
Yeah, because they combined it into one episode for some reason, even though the first episode has nothing to do with the second episode. Sure.
Which one is the first? Which one is the first part of the Secrets of the Fire
Serpent's
Nation?
Pass.
Serpent's Pass.
Serpent's Pass.
Yeah, that's when Suki comes to help. Yeah,
Yeah, that has
That's
nothing
when I
to
got
do with
confused.
the second half of that episode.
No, it hasn't. Yeah, it really doesn't.
So I don't understand whether like Netflix combined it into one for. Like that makes no sense to me. The last episode I get the Guru and Crossroads, but this episode makes no sense. It should have been two separate. Because the cliffhanger at the end is that the drill's there, you know what I mean? But I'm getting a little too far. Basically, Serpent's Pass, Suki's back again.
Yes.
And she looking bad as fuck. I'm gonna keep it real.
Wait,
right?
Oh, gotcha.
She looking bad as fuck in that outfit. You know, no face paint at all. Just looking good.
Oh yeah, because the pregnant lady. Lady that we saw in Zuko Alone, her and her husband are back. They have some other random lady with them now, and they're like, oh, you know, or because Aang and them were like, oh, let's take the Serpent's Pass, and then they were like, why would you do that? That thing is like dangerous. Nobody ever does that. They're like, let's go take this ferry because that's what everyone does to get to Bossing Say. Like it's safe. The Fire Nation doesn't know about it. None of it, and that's where they meet Suki.
Yeah, then Suki pulled up on Sokka like the dom she is. And forcibly kissed him. I'm just saying, bro, if the roles were reversed and Sokka did that to Suki...
All right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you're probably annoying. You're probably traveling with Avatar.
Can we also talk about how Sokka has also collected a harem of bitches at this point? He's had Yue.
Yeah.
He tries to hit on every chick he meets. It's like, wait, damn, dude. Suki's back.
Ty Lee, Suki.
Yeah.
Suki Ty Lee likes him. Yep.
He keeps trying to fuck all these chicks.
Bro.
Yue, rip Yue. And I think it's hilarious later in this episode when they're in front of the moon, he's about to fucking kiss her. I'm like, damn, Sokka. You're about to kiss her in front of your dead girlfriend?
Do it, bro. Yes. Hey, I mentioned that later.
Brownie points. Just playing.
Right when Aang and everybody gets to like Full Moon Bay or whatever it's called, is when they show a ship leaving. That's the ship that Zuko and Iroh are on. We're like, and then all of a sudden, this motherfucker, Jet is back, bro. Why is Jet back?
Why couldn't it have been Haru?
Oh my god!
They put the other Katara's boyfriend in, but not Haru. They put stupid plane, stupid helicopter.
This helicopter, because his name's Jet. God damn it, dude. Okay, but before we get to that, Aang is the whiniest bitch for these last couple episodes. He keeps trying to tell people not to have hope and faith and shit because the monks told him not to have feelings. It's like, Aang, if you don't stop being a bitch, god damn.
He's being like that because he lost Appa, and then he's just like,
he lost Appa, but he's acting like an asshole.
Everything has to be bad for you guys too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Because everything's bad for him, it has to be bad for everyone else too.
He really showed his age with that. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, bro, he showed a lot younger than that age.
Yeah, he showed like 8.
Yeah, he's like it's a toddler.
Unbelievable.
But he also wrote down, I was like, Sokka has to tell Suki at some point he was trying to fuck on Yue right after he had just met her.
Does he though?
Yes, he does have to tell her that because he's gonna have to explain why he didn't want to kiss her. Because the whole reason he didn't want to kiss her, because the whole reason he didn't want to kiss her was because he remembered Yue being dead, and it's like, well, you have to tell her that.
We'll get there in a minute.
When? Wait, how?
Guess.
I'm not trying to do a breakdown of
Just
each
a
episode.
second.
Yeah,
it's just let's just chat. Like,
oh, I'm not. But I mentioned that too. I thought it was funny that Toph came in all sneaky with her super rich famous family to get them all the passes.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And was like, I'm the Avatar. She goes, I see a ton of avatars. And there's like a bunch of people trying to dress like the Avatar.
And she's like, I'm the fucking Bei Fong. And then they're like, oh shit, sorry. But yeah, and then the Serpent's Path part was cool. I thought it was cool how Katara and Aang made that bubble.
The big bubble?
Yeah, the bubble. And they made that bubble. They're like, pew, pew, pew.
Yeah.
And then the snake tried to fuck them up.
Yep. And what we get from that is all of a sudden Sokka's harem is growing because it looks like Toph likes him.
Yep. I wrote because I wrote down after the Toph. I said Toph kissing what she thought was Sokka, and then telling Suki to let her drown from embarrassment hit way too close to home. Like she was like,
I feel that.
She was just like, "Let me die."
Too.
She was like, "Let me die." Yeah, Toph is feeling. But see, this is what I have to say, right? To the people who ship Toph and Sokka, you better not be the same people who shit on Aang Katara, right? Because it's again 12 and 14 and 12 and 15. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just fucking strange. So if you support one, you technically have to be in for both, or if you support, I don't know. You have to.
Wait, Toph 12?
Yes.
Yo.
They said her age back when they picked her up. His 12-year-old daughter.
Oh, I don't. For some reason, I don't remember that. That's awkward. Okay. Also, wee woo, cabbage guy alert in this episode.
Yep, cabbage
the series counter is up to 6.
6.
Okay. So, for the series,
6.
this is the first time we see him this whole season. Yes,
I had it at 3.
5 in the first. 5 in the first season.
Damn.
Was there 5? I only counted I think 3.
Yeah, I only counted 2. This is the third one to me. Because Omashu, the Pirates, this.
There was another one after that. Because he's like, I hated that city more than Omashu. So that was my third. I only remember 3 in the first season. So Tristan, either you're looking it up or you're catching way more than I am.
Facts.
I'm definitely paying too much attention to the cabbage guy.
That's totally cool. I was just making sure you weren't looking it up. I'm like,
cheating.
if you are, that's cool. I'm just saying
no. We're at 6 so far now.
Okay.
But then my next note is Sokka kisses Suki because he goes to Suki. Okay, after Katara helps helps the pregnant lady give birth. Sokka walks in and just faints when he sees the baby. That's funny. But then he's like talking to Suki and he's like, "Look," he's like, "I gotta tell you, it's not a you thing." He's like, "I just got some stuff going on." And Suki's like, "No, I get it. It's okay. You don't have to tell me about it." And then Sokka just kisses her and he's like, "I like you though." And then all of a sudden everything's peachy keen for them. And it's like, cool, dude. So he didn't even have to tell her about you.
This man said, "I only like you when the sun's out."
Come on, man. That's true though.
He said, "The moon out, I'm gone, bro."
My ex is here. I can't do this in front of my ex.
Dude. He's just peeking out the window, closing the shades. Just like, wow, the moon's so pretty tonight. No, it's not.
Nah. Close the tent. Close that.
The moon was pretty.
The only light in here is candlelight, no moonlight.
Yeah, facts.
Then there's another good joke this episode. When Sokka goes, "It's so dark in here, I can't see a thing," and Toph goes, "Oh no, how scary!" I'm like, damn.
Yeah, facts.
He's like, "My bad." Yeah, and so then, which I think, then I got to the drill episode. There's not
the drill is at the end of 12. Yeah, no, the drill.
We saw the drill at the end of 12 because Aang was like, "Oh, we're at Bossing Say. I'm gonna go find Appa."
Well, he's talking Netflix 12.
But they stopped the drill, man. They stopped the drill in 12.
Well, he's
13, I guess.
Yeah,
if you want
13. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess in this double episode they stop it.
Yeah,
but
the drill half is just all action. Really, there's not a lot of plot.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of
except
action.
for this. Yeah. Except for the stupid military leader who's like,
a dumb fuck.
"Oh, it's impenetrable,"
and then he gets fucked up.
And then there was another blind joke. I don't remember exactly what that one was.
I think it's the one I said. It's so dark in here.
Oh yeah. That was when they were below the drill.
Dude, Katara really sub-zeroed a guy in there. Did you see that part?
Yeah.
With the steam. The steam blood, she took the steam and she sub-zeroed him from Mortal. I was like, damn, she sub-zeroed from Mortal Kombat. I was like, shit, Zuko Scorpion. Aang is just Liu Kang if we're thinking about it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean that's also when Jet finds out that they're firebenders because Iroh decides to go tea hot.
Yeah, Iroh's a fucking dumb fuck. Iroh pointed out that his tea was cold, then heated it up right away, and you could see the steam off the tea. It's like, Iroh, I love you, but what the fuck?
Yeah,
And
you
that's what Zuko said. He said, for such a wise old man, that was really stupid to do.
but for tea. Just kidding. But no,
I
you
know
don't.
you're not supposed to cry over spilled tea, but it's just so sad.
Bro, you don't actually ever see him like heating up his tea because he turns around. Because I rewatched to make sure like he just turns away, heats it up, and then turns back. Like Jet, like it just kind of made assumptions. He jumped into conclusions. Like,
I mean, Iroh at the least, he could have walked away and came back.
yeah, that's what
my
I'm
note
saying.
says Jet thinks Zuko and Iroh are firebenders.
No, he more than thinks. I feel like he does think, but
In his
like
opinion, he
he's
knows.
Convinced. Yeah, he's convinced.
Yeah.
He said it so many times. He convinced himself.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, they fuck up the drill. Azula and Aang get a little bit of one-on-one smoke. Aang kind of loses, but he's able to break the drill though. And then we go into cities of walls and secrets. Ooh, there's a secret society.
Oh, this one's weird, man.
With the this one was so cool.
Yeah, with the Federales.
We do get the tour of Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, and we see that Ba Sing Se is fucking segregated.
Yeah, because you got the weird,
Very
like,
classic.
what was her name again?
Judy.
Jude, yeah.
No, it's Judy.
No, Judy.
Judy, yeah.
Remember, because they emphasized the E.
Yeah, that's right. I am Judy.
That's even I wrote it down. I wrote it down. Judy.
Oh my god. It's it reminds me a lot of like Ba Sing Se reminds me a lot of India, how they have the caste system. It's very similar to what's going on in Ba Sing Se.
Be careful.
I'm just kidding.
About to
Be
alienate
careful.
our entire Indian audience.
We love you.
There's
speaking facts
1.7 billion
is
of
one
them.
thing.
But yeah, no, we get the Judy, and then we get the Zuko versus Jet one-on-one schmo.
Dude, that was so cool.
Oh man, Zuko
Dude,
was
they
ready,
get the
bro.
new jobs at the tea shop.
Bro, Zuko didn't give a fuck, dude. Jet thought he was about to piss Zuko off, and Zuko's about to firebend. He's like, "Nah, what's up? I can fight like that too. What's up?" He whooped Jet's ass too. Like he dogged Jeff in that fight, or Jeff.
Bro, because he tried to set them up before that too by stealing their spark rocks.
Well, yeah, but that was little, you know,
Yeah.
just Jet being crazy shit. But no,
He said, "Oh, our neighbor's so nice.
yeah.
They give us spark rocks."
But dude, no, it was hilarious because Jet really thought Zuko wasn't ready for the hand-to-hand smoke, and then Zuko's like, "No, I can do that too, cuz." And they started fighting with it.
He stole the officer's swords.
Yeah, then remember he took Jet took one of the swords. He's like, "Haha, you're not so strong now." Zuko's like, "Bitch, I got two. I got another one right here. I got you." And then run the smoke, and then Jet gets dragged away by the feds.
By the die.
Bro, I like how this episode ended. Like the whole episode was kind of creepy and like kind of gave it that mystery vibe. But like at the end, and they're like, "What happened to Judy?" And she's like, "I am Judy."
And they're like, "What the?"
Was
fuck?
that in this one?
Yes.
Yeah, it was at the very end. Of this one.
So yes, I have a couple other things. I have a couple quotes.
Oh yeah, because they
that I
stuck
love,
into the place.
specifically from
Yeah.
yes. So Iroh and Zuko, when they first get to the tea shop, and Uncle goes, "This tea is nothing more than hot leaf juice." And Zuko goes, "Uncle, that's what all tea is." He
Facts.
said, "How could a member of my own family say something so horrible?" And then later when he's Iroh's like, "Sick of tea? That's like being sick of breathing." Come on.
Zuko probably is, but
Yeah.
Oh,
he's depressed. And by this point, Ba Sing Se Zuko's depressed. He doesn't know what to do with his life. He doesn't know where the Avatar is. He's like, "Man, I'm just
all
here."
he's doing is making tea.
Yeah, he's just making tea. He doesn't give a fuck about tea. He's like, "Man, fuck tea."
that's facts.
I also wrote down,
Mm.
I was like, "I'm Judy. No, I'm Judy. No, I'm the real Judy."
And this is Olaf, and this is Olaf,
Yep.
and this
Who
is
you
Olaf.
calling Judy?
Let me guess, Judy? Let me guess, Judy? No, I'm Dai Li.
Oh my god.
Yo, oh my gosh. 'Cause
Happy Judy Day.
The Beifong cheese didn't work for Toph and Katara.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, that tastes like
Visor,
Bang, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
This episode was also where we got
Long Wang.
Long Wang. Come on, bro.
We get the comical scene of Toph telling the boys that they're not like sophisticated. They go, we could be sophisticated. And he's like, Mr. Sokka, sir, like Mr. Sokka Water Tribe, sir, and they start bowing to each other. Just
That's funny.
That's just like pure like classic cartoon physical comedy that never gets old for me, in all honesty.
And then Katara put Aang in the fuels when she dressed it up. And
Katara was looking fire right there, not gonna lie.
Whoa there.
Whoa.
Sir.
But
she's 14. Sure, sir, she's 14.
But yeah, so like we said, I also said they're really gaslighting Jet right now, because at the end of the episode they showed Jet in that room with the light.
Washed, yep.
Yeah, they're gaslighting the shit out of Jet. There's no war here. Yes, there is. No, there's not.
You're the war.
What?
They're keeping a secret from the Earth King. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, and then we get to, I think, Tristan's favorite episode in the show.
Tristan, I was gonna say, Tristan, you're explaining this one, man. This is
my opinion is the best episode of the entire series. Overall.
I want to know why, so you're gonna explain it.
Why? The Tales of Ba Sing Se.
Don't tell me don't tell me what happened. Tell me why you like it.
Well, okay. So it's a little. So this one is no plot whatsoever. This one has absolutely nothing to do with plot. Basically, it's a side story. Okay. What they do is they break it up into little, like 4 or 5 minute clips for pretty much everybody that's there in Ba Sing Se. So. I feel like they changed the order. Reek, you'd have to clarify with me. I feel like they changed the order of the clip, because my brother was agreeing with me. I thought that Iroh went last.
No.
And we ended on that.
No.
It should have.
But that would make sense. But so we start with Toph and Katara. And so like it's just a day in Ba Sing Se for them, because supposedly they have this month wait to be able to see the Earth King, to talk to him or whatever. And so they're like, well, we can only do so much right now. They have no idea where Appa is. And so Toph and Katara take their girls' day out. They go get all pretty and everything. The girls make fun of Toph, and then Toph shows them the what's what. And then Katara's like, oh, but you're really pretty. And Toph is like, I'd say the same, but I can't see you. So, whatever, for what it's worth. That one's probably the lamest of them all.
Really?
But
I actually like that one a lot.
I mean, like, I'm saying of them all as if any of them are actually bad,
The one I hate the most is Momo.
Well, at least Momo found the paw print, though.
Oh, dude. Momo has the only thing that's related to plot in this one.
Yeah, I agree.
But then we go to Iroh, and I love Iroh's day, dude. It's just a day in the life of Iroh in Ba Sing Se.
Hold on, man. I want to talk about the top one real quick. Damn.
All right, go ahead. Talk about the top one.
I was gonna say the top one is cool to me because you can tell that Toph cares about her external appearance, but she literally can't do anything to help it. Like, she can't do anything unless someone helps her. So she has to like tell herself she doesn't care, even though she really does. And so it's like, damn, it's a real catch-22, It's real sad for her. I was like, damn, that's kind of sad, Especially for Toph, because she's so nice.
Story.
I was like, damn, Toph.
Overall, yes.
But yes, Iroh, I'm ready for this.
Iroh's is the best one.
100%.
Yup.
It's the best one overall for so many reasons. First of all, we see Iroh just doing all kinds of random things, and he's just helping everyone else have a good day. This man tries to mug Iroh. Iroh goes, what are you doing? He's like, I'm mugging you. What does it look like? He goes, with that stance? All of a sudden, he helps this man become a better mugger. Cut to him and the dude sitting there on the wall in the alley just drinking tea. And the guy's like, you really think I could be a juggler or like a circus performer or whatever? And I was like, there's no reason you can't.
He said masseuse.
Set your mind.
Yeah, masseuse.
Okay, that's what it was. Yes.
Zuko's the jug. spoiler, but we'll get to that.
But bro,
Yes.
Iroh has one of the best quotes
yes.
right there when he's talking to him.
Oh,
He said, while it is always good to believe in oneself, it is always a pleasure for someone else to believe in you.
Others can be a great blessing.
Can I fucking
really
say
just,
it? Can I fucking?
You really just interrupted this man in the middle of a freaking quote.
Damn it, Tristan!
You're a dick right. for that.
He didn't even get the quote right.
Yes, I wrote it down verbatim.
So did I.
Bullshit.
Somebody lying. We're gonna have to get Toph to see which one of y'all is lying.
He says, "While it is always good to believe in oneself, it's a pleasure for someone else to believe in you." And I was like, "Damn, Iroh."
That hits.
That really
all right, I'll find it. I'll find it right now and listen to it.
You can tell me I'm wrong, but that's just the gist of it, man. And then we get to Iroh. Iroh's just fucking sad, bro. Like, we get to the end, and Iroh's like, he plays that song for the kid earlier, remember? He plays the song, Brave Soldier Boy, and then he plays it up at the hill on the tree. He starts playing the same song. And he starts fucking crying, because it's playing it for his son. And then I started crying, because he's playing it for his son. I'm just like, bro.
And I started crying. It's the saddest thing you've seen.
And I'm like, damn, bro. What the fuck?
I did not start crying, but I felt it.
It's harder to get the same level of emotion when you binge the whole thing. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not binging. I mean, I don't know. We had 2 weeks.
Well, right, but I mean, yes, it does hit.
No,
there's a difference between watching in 2 weeks and watching in.
I understand. I understand.
And then we get Cabbage Count 4. For me,
yes. For me, this is 7 from Aang's one.
Aang's one sucked big. That was my least favorite.
I don't think it was my least favorite, but it wasn't the best.
All Aang does is build a zoo. Good for him.
Yeah.
Okay, and he helps the guy out.
Now we get to some heat.
And Cabbage Guy counter 7. Heat with Sokka. Yes, you're right.
Bro, when Sokka busts in there, Sokka wasn't even doing poetry. Sokka was battle rapping. He went in there.
Oh yeah.
Man, he was in there dropping bars on these
battle
bitches.
Haikus, baby.
They were like talking about haikus. He's like, well, let me show you the strength of street knowledge. He started dropping bars.
He said, I am not an oaf. And they was like, ooh.
Again, nothing happens here, but it was just funny watching Sokka battle rap.
I don't know.
And then when he got kicked out.
I don't know. He should have been an 8 Mile.
True.
Oh.
He was Eminem.
Bro, I guess you're right. I should go back and watch 8 Mile because I could have swore Sokka was in that.
She wanted the Eminem, so I gave her an Eminem.
All right, so we get to my second favorite one, Zuko's story.
That's my favorite.
Zuko's is good, bro.
Dude, Zuko's Earth Kingdom
harem.
Zuko.
Poland.
Like, Zuko legit has like 10 bitches at this point. And so the girl comes up to him. He's like, I like how the funniest thing was like Zuko was like, it's like, uncle, there's someone spying on us. He's like, man, shut the fuck up. She like you, kid. And he's like, what?
Yeah.
Zuko has such little experience with girls that he just can't even tell when they like him. Cause he's always been worried about the honor, bro. He's like, my honor,
dude.
Hey, but low key relatable.
But the date was so awkward, though, bro.
Bro, you know what's the
start?
My favorite part of the date was when they're at the table, right? And then the waiter comes up. He's like, oh, would you like something for your girlfriend? She's not my girlfriend. The waiter just walks the fuck away. He doesn't say anything.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, all right, dude. He's like, all right, man, my bad. He just walks away.
He's like, all right, dude.
He's like, someone get these people.
My favorite part was right at the beginning of the date when he had that stupid preppy haircut, and she just goes, "No, I don't want that." Fizzes up his hair. I'm like, good. I didn't want to see that for the rest of the.
Hey, like my note on this part was girls shooting their shot always goes better.
Well, Doug, as would go for. You mention anything?
Hey, look, whatever. Just because you're right doesn't mean anything right now.
Girls shooting their shot is just...
It's superior.
It's breathing. That's
facts.
All their shooting shot is.
She
I don't
came
know,
up
man.
and asked them out, man.
I
it
gotta
worked.
be careful because we're getting real incel type beat. I read a fan theory, right? About the haircut thing. and someone was like, Iroh did that on purpose, purposely gave him a shitty haircut so that they could break the touch barrier, right? So that she would like purposely mess up his hair because it looks so stupid. I was like, damn.
Okay.
I wish
Iroh's
Iroh would have done that. Like, I don't know if he did or not, but that'd be fucking dope. Like, Iroh's just a G like that.
That would be something Iroh would be smart enough to do.
Iroh's thinking, bro. It took my uncle, what was it, 15 minutes?
Yeah, I thought it was 10 or 15.
Yeah,
like
10 or 15 to do my hair. She's like, cool.
Oh, bro, when Zuko takes...
the gesture with the... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say when she takes Zuko to the candle place, and she's like, "Oh, they're all unlit." And Zuko's like, "Close your eyes, real quick." And he hits him with the silent fire bending. Oh, that was ice. That was ice cold. He's too cold for that, bro.
That's why this was my favorite, man.
He hits that
super lit, bro. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so pretty."
And then they go for the kiss, and he's like, "Here's a coupon."
My uncle thought it would be a good idea.
I'm like, Zuko, come on, man.
Oh, it was like the Sokka and Suki thing at first, but he doesn't actually have a good reason. He goes, "It's complicated." You idiot.
Hold on, but you're skipping ahead. Okay? Because after the coupon, they start vibing again, and then she's like, "Now it's my turn to, surprise you." So he closes his eye. She kisses him. He backs away for a second. He's like, "I'm going in." And then they go in, and then he's like, "I can't do this. I'm sorry. It's complicated." And he walks away. He runs away. All right.
Oh, he just disappears.
Let me tell you why. I know exactly why it's complicated, right? I had to think about it, but I know.
Katara. I'm just playing.
No, because he knows that she doesn't love him. She loves Lee. And so he knows that she could never love him if she knew he was a firebender. So he's like, damn, I can't do this because I'm not telling you who I really am. So it's not fair for you for me to do this. And so he leaves. I was like, damn, Zuko, you really a ladies man like that.
Reek, you ready for me to drop something on you though?
Sure, man.
Lee is the Zuko that Zuko wants to be without all the expectations of being the Fire Nation prince. Lee is what Zuko has always been realistically, but because of all the expectations, his harsh upbringing with his father hating him, that's what turns Zuko into what we see from Zuko, like up until this point, basically. But once Zuko hits bossing say, Zuko kind of turns into like the Zuko that we start to enjoy. And so that's kind of what
you got Iroh Zuko.
Mm-hmm. And so realistically, he's just afraid that she'll be like, "Oh, you're Fire Nation, I hate you." Kind of like we saw in Zuko alone. Yeah. He's already experienced this hurt of people turning against him just because of that. But granted, I'm not disagreeing with you. That's exactly 100% the reason that it's complicated for him.
I'm just like, damn, Zuko, I feel that.
It's tough.
And then we get to Momo breakdancing with monkeys. That was fire.
Pretty much.
That was fire, bro. Momo was killing it. Did you see his head game when he was like, boom, 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 boom,
yes,
boom,
dude.
I was like, okay, Momo.
Yeah.
Momo was vibing out there, bro. He was hitting that move with the Egyptian hands with the head. I was like, oh shit, Momo.
Bro. Right. Yes, big time. Love that.
And that's all I got from Momo.
Then we see how Appa was taken real fast. Yeah. We haven't seen the whole thing.
Appa's lost day is so sad. I don't even want to talk about it.
I know. I don't want to talk about the next episode either, man.
We found the... I know.
I hate animal abuse. I hate fucking people who do that
shit.
All I wrote down was I said Appa has PTSD now from fire because of the stupid bitch with the fucking flame whips. And then now I said then Appa has to participate in fucking animal fights because he has to fight the porcupig. And then I said Suki's clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also said Suki ran the ones with Azula, and that's, you gotta give her respect.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's like, that's the strongest person in the show.
Yes. We also saw like flashbacks from Appa of when he like first met Aang, and you're like, my heart.
Yeah, little cute ass Appa.
Very sad. Yes.
Oh,
that was a tough one.
That episode.
Facts. I don't even want to talk
it's
about it,
It's
man.
not bad. It's just depressing, man.
I know, dude. When he gets whipped by the fire thing, man.
Fuck that guy.
I just cringe up, man. I hate it.
Me too. And then we get to some cool shit with Lake Lao guy.
Yeah, forget about that one.
Wow, that was fun, dude.
Lake Lao
That's
guy
an
was
interesting
sick.
episode.
Lake Lao guy is like dope because it's just more conspiracy theory shit. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Wait, what are you gonna say?
He said, "I agree."
What?
I thought. Sorry, I thought you said. Wait, Reek.
Oh no, I was saying I agree.
Okay.
We start off the episode with another blind joke at the expense of Sokka. I love it.
Don't remember
Which one?
Sokka was drawing up the posters, and then he's like, "Hey, I thought I was supposed to do that." And Toph goes, "I think it looks great." He's like, "Thanks, Ty." He goes, "You know I hate you."
Well, you get the other one of them hanging up posters, and she's like, "It's upside down, isn't it? It's not even upside down. It's backwards. It's messed up. Everything, bro."
She's like, "All right, I'll go with Sokka."
Yeah, that was
And
great.
then Iroh gets his own tea shop, so that's cool.
Most important part of this episode: Judy is back.
Judy 1.
Judy 1
Not
is
Judy
back.
2. It's like Star Wars, you know, BD 1.
Oh,
this is
my
Judy
God.
1, Judy 2. Yeah, no, Judy 1's back. The Daily are being federales again, running around. They find Jet. They found out Jet got the get out treatment.
Yep.
He's like, "What do you mean the war?" I've been living in the city for the past couple weeks. He's like, "Nah, you've been missing." They interrogate his ass. They find out about Lake Lauko. Zuko finds out about Lake Lauko by being the Blue Spirit again.
Yeah.
Blue Spirit Zuko hit different, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever he's the Blue
For
Spirit,
sure.
He's just a fucking savage.
Oh, 100%.
He fucked up that stupid... He set up that little dummy, too. He fucked that Daily agent up.
Dude, he messed him up hard.
He's like, "You're gonna take me where the fuck the Appa is." And then they got him. And then he gets...
Appa.
Yeah, the Appa, bro. And then Zuko gets
The
there.
stupid janitor. Bro.
Oh, the fucking...
The janitor was first, bro.
Yeah, because Jet didn't know better, but he actually led them to the janitor, and the janitor was bullshitting the whole time.
Yeah.
Fuck that janitor.
Yeah. All my homies hate that janitor.
Facts.
Anyway.
But yeah, so then Zuko ends up finding Appa. Because remember the door opens and they thought, "Oh, it's Aang." It's like, nah, son, it's Zuko.
That was cool.
So did Zuko just like force the Daily agent to
Yes.
like let him in? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he said he was gonna kill him. Remember, he had him by the throat.
I mean, right before he finds Appa, though, you had the 50 Judys in the room.
Yeah, getting trained.
Like, yeah, I am Judy.
That was hilarious.
True. Oh, real fast. Quote from the lame janitor, but he, like the janitor was being, all misleading and everything, but he hit it with, like, Katara was like, or one of them was like, "Don't you have something to be doing or whatever?" He goes, "Oh, I see. No more need for old Sweepy."
Yeah, that was funny.
Old Sweepy, come on.
That was pretty funny.
But yeah, so then Aang and them get down there. They fight the Daily agents. They fight them. Plus with the what's his face? They fight the main Daily.
Miller being a long shot are there.
Well, they don't show up till later, but because they end up fighting Jet too, because they turn Jet into a sleeper agent. He starts fighting them. Yada yada yada. Jet gets fucking murdered. They fucking hit Jet.
Smeller being long shot show up.
Huh?
Doesn't Smeller being long shot show up?
Yeah, after Jet dies. Not when they're fighting Jet.
No, I think it's right before.
Earlier in the episode when they found Jet.
Yeah.
Smeller and Longshot show up. Then they're fighting all the Daily agents, and Smeller and Longshot are helping them fight the Daily agents. And then Long Fang versus Aang and Jet is a different thing.
And then Jet dies.
The first on-screen death, and all he does is get hit by a rock.
He got one tap. He got one pump.
You know how many people we see get hit with rocks in this show, and they're fine?
Bro.
Jet's a weenie, bro.
Bro, you can't. I don't know. If you're in a plane and it hits a rock, I think you're done for, man.
If you're running straight at a rock and it hits you in the neck area, in the head and neck, and then you do the kickback like Jet did, I think you're dead.
That's what I'm saying, man.
A
Bro.
lot of people have been hit by rocks so far, and they have survived.
I understand, but jets are supposed to be in the air, not on rocks.
God, dude. Can we also talk about how Iroh gave Zuko the disappointed dad speech?
Bro, yeah.
He was like, "You need to make a decision."
Wait, was that in this episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It was right after.
Because he just
right
slams
at the
his
end.
hand down. He's like, "Damn it, Zuko! What the fuck are you doing here?" And he's like,
Yeah.
nothing."
He's like,
Oh, wait. How did Iroh get there?
He followed him. He knew he was the Blue Spirit.
yeah, and he's like, I wonder who the Blue Spirit is.
Yeah, because the mask is right there.
Yeah.
He's like,
all right.
Said, "Oops."
Yeah, and that's when he threw it in the lake too.
Yeah, he's like, "What are you gonna do?"
He did that at the end.
He's like,
That's
"What are you gonna do
at
with the
the
bison?"
end of the episode.
Yeah,
He threw it in the lake.
Well, yeah, at the end of the episode.
my favorite thing
Yeah,
from Iroh.
What?
Nothing. Go for it.
Iroh quote.
Yeah, no. At the end of episode 16 with Lake Bow guy.
Yes, at the very.
Yeah, that's when he throws it in the lake.
Yes.
I assumed we were at the lake because that's when Iroh's talking to him about making a decision.
Yeah,
Yes, I thought you meant like when Iroh first found him, though.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But yeah, so then Iroh's talking to him. He's like, "You son of a bitch." And the funniest thing is like, Iroh's like, "What the fuck are we gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with the bison?" He's like, "You gonna bring it back to the tea shop?" he's like,
Yeah, facts.
He's like, "What the fuck's your plan?" And Zuko's like, I didn't think that far.
You never do.
And he's like, Zuko's just getting laid into, and Zuko's like, "Man, fuck, I never seen Iroh mad at me."
Yeah, facts.
And Iroh's like, you let that bison go right now, or I'm spanking you." And so Zuko let him go.
Big choice. Also, when Jet dies, we hear Longshot talk for like the first time, and it's like, "Oh, you made him talk." Something big happened.
He just told him to go. That was all he said. He said, "Go."
Yeah.
But he said something. That's the point.
Also, how fucking strong is Appa's head? Because like they had those stone walls, and he just bulldozes both of them.
He also has the horns to kind of break stuff with.
But he didn't hit him with the horns. He hit him with the fucking his flat head.
I was about to say, dude, the horns, like his horns should be bent. Like after that, like I don't know, man.
Yeah, he really just got shit on.
And man has a metal skull.
Facts. Something
I
like
don't know.
that. Because he was way too strong.
Yeah. As soon as I saw Momo go up in the sky, I was like, "Oh, it's Appa time."
And then Appa came down. You're like, "Oh yeah." I was very happy after this depressing episode.
God, dude, not a fan of those.
I know.
Oh yeah, I was like, Appa just handled Long Fang. That was hilarious.
And then
we excuse Tristan's recording in the bathroom.
Yeah. You tell something changed with his audio.
Yeah, I heard some echo. I'm like, I'm not gonna say it. Hear him wash his hands. I'm like,
I was grabbing some water, homies.
So then, right. So next episode basically is them trying to fight with the Earth King about Long Fang being a snitch as a bitch, and they're trying to prove it, and they can't, and then they finally prove it at the end, and then yada yada yada. Not a lot happens other than that, to be honest. It's just them trying to prove the Earth King.
Oh, that was the one where the Kyoshi warriors.
At the very
that's
end.
not yet.
Yeah,
at the very
end of the episode, they welcome the Kyoshi warriors. But this is the episode where Zuko gets like super sick.
Yeah.
Like Appa, he let Appa go, and then they get back to Iroh and Zuko get back to the apartment, and Zuko just like passes out.
Yeah.
And this is where like he's really going through that kind of change, he's hitting his point. It's like, what's going to happen? He's all sick. He's having fever dreams, going back to the past again and whatnot.
So this episode was kind of weirdly lame.
And not a lot happened. It's very weird because the last episode was so actiony, and then this episode's not. It's just like very much character.
It's just the Earth King. Like that's the character. Like they're trying to really sell like
who's whack.
Yeah, they're trying to sell the long fang is bad thing to the Earth King.
And Zuko's
episode.
sick, and then Zuko gets healthy by the end of the episode, and then he's all happy.
And I say he has those dreams and self fulfillment, like the good dragon and the bad dragon, and Azula versus Iroh and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and then he
like
finally
being
happy.
the dragons.
By the end of the episode, he's happy. He's helping Iroh with the tea and stuff. And he's smiling. He's smiling and shit. I was like, aw.
Bro, until Katara had to ruin it.
Zuko's a good guy.
Yeah, she come into the tea shop and I mean I know that's not this episode, but like she had to ruin good tea making Zuko.
That's what I wrote down too. I said Zuko's finally happy just serving tea with his uncle, and now Katara wants to fucking snitch. I'm like, come on. But yeah, so that's that episode. Not a lot happens. Then we get to Guru. Fuck that guy. Fuck the Guru.
Why?
He's kind of a...
Guru's like, you have to let go of your earthly emotions. I'm like, bitch. Even Iroh tells me, he's like, I'm not getting rid of my emotions. He's like, you shouldn't get rid of emotions.
Say, yeah.
And look, I'm trusting Iroh over some bitch ass Guru.
Look, everyone, especially Aang, is misinterpreting what the Guru is trying to say here.
No, there's no misinterpreting. He literally said, let go of your earthly possession.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That means, like, don't attach yourself. But, like, Aang is just, like... The problem is that Aang, like... himself from that. Like, not that he has to just forget about Katara completely and never talk to her or see her again.
He says you can't love her.
That's what everyone believes, though. That's what Aang is acting like it is like he has to just never see or talk to Katara again.
No, that's not the whole point.
You just can't.
You can't love her. That's the whole point. You can't love her. What's the point if you can't love her?
Right. I would say that's the chick he loves. Like, why would he give that up?
It's either that or die, basically.
Not really.
What? Not really.
They need the Avatar state to control it.
Right.
He can't be in the Avatar state. He's gonna get rocked. We've seen this time and time again.
I feel like the only part of that first part of the episode, if you want to call it that I actually enjoyed was the development of Toph and how she can metal bend.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Toph, because she developed her own style of bending. Because it was when the Guru was talking, he's like, even metal is just refined earth. And then you see Toph feeling out the earth pieces in the metal. And she goes, And I was like, oh, okay, Toph, beast.
Okay, Toph, we see why you're the strongest.
First one of her kind. First metal bender.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes. Sorry, my comments on Aang and not opening that final chakra was that he was just being a big old HD in front of just himself in that case.
I don't think so, dude, because he told him you can't love people. You can't love someone. Like I don't think that's being an HD. I think it's just like he's like, well, I'm taught to love people. Like the monks even taught him that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm sorry.
Dude, if Iroh says this right, Iroh beats the Guru.
Yeah, if Iroh says love people, I'm loving people.
Right.
Okay. What the monks taught him was to have love for people.
Tristan, which decision would you make in that situation?
If you're the Avatar, man, you got to make the right decision, not your own selfish
He's
decision.
Still super powerful without it, though. He just needs help from other people. Like, yeah, you might not have your Super Mario power power up. Yeah, exactly. But like,
he's failing to fulfill his responsibilities as the Avatar.
But
that's all I'm saying.
I understand.
That's the straight up truth. Like, he's not being the Avatar there at all. He's being a kid.
Okay.
Which I get, he is a kid, but like
riddle me this, Batman.
Avatar.
Shit. Okay, I can't argue about this because I'd have to bring up like Korra stuff, but it's just I can't even argue with you. But just fuck it. Like, sure, sure.
I don't know.
Avatar
say just in my opinion, this being the first time I've seen any of this, like I haven't seen season or book 3 or Korra or anything. Like, I just feel like he made the right choice.
I do too. Like, even just based off what's so far, he's telling him to trade in his ability to love.
Right.
Like, it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that.
I'll say, is it selfish? Maybe, but it's also wise. Like, I don't know.
Again, I trust Iroh.
Right. Oh, 100%. But like,
yeah, okay. Funny story. Let's skip ahead a little bit then.
No, I'm not skipping ahead at all right now because I'm still talking about it. I'm saying that, dude, you think of the Avatar, right? If he masters all 4 elements, right? You think of that. Nobody else has even mastered 2, right? So you should already be the most powerful. You don't need the Avatar state to be more powerful than everybody. You just need you just need more than just yourself. Like, obviously, he's not going to be able to take over everyone with just those 4 elements. But I'm saying if he masters all, which, I mean, the next book is fire, I'm assuming. I haven't really looked at it, but like, if he masters all 4, he's already the most powerful being. He's mastered 3, kind of. Like, I don't know.
Because, like, literally, like, I know, I agree with you. Like, because every time he learns a new element, his power jumps, like, hard. Like, it's not like a little bit. He jumps hard. Because you remember when he just had air, he was good, but he wasn't, like, dominant. Like, he still struggled with Zuko back then. You know what I mean? Then he learned water, and then Zuko wasn't really shit to him anymore. Then he learned earth, and now he's competing with Azula, who's the best pure firebender outside of Iroh. And so, it's like, damn. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, shit. Like, yeah, Aang, just with each element he gets. So just think about the jump when he has all 4, when he gets fire finally. He's going to be able to fight back with Azula with fire. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Okay. So, it's not that I don't get what you're saying, because I do get what you're saying, and I agree with it overall. I'm just saying that he's, in my opinion, he's being stupid about it. Not that I don't get why he did it, but I think he's being stupid about it. And so, this is where we get to the point at the end of, like, we get towards the end of the season. Katara gets captured. Zuko gets captured. They get put in the same place.
Whoa.
Dude, you're skipping.
Whoa. Slow your roll.
All right.
Slow your roll.
What did I skip that you guys really need to cover?
Okay, first off. All right. They were flying on Appa to go drop people off or something. And Toph was hugging on Sokka's arm the whole time. Did you notice that?
I did not.
Yeah, Toph was just holding onto his arm because it was the beginning of the episode when Toph or Sokka didn't have, or Appa didn't have his saddle, so she was holding on to the Sokka, as that was her excuse to hold on to Sokka, and she was holding on to. I was like, that was cute. Then I wrote, and then before Katara gets captured. Wait, this is after Katara.
Oh, you're right. I see that now. You're right.
This is after Katara gets captured. But yeah, no, that was important.
Yeah.
And then Kyoshi's was important. And then we see Azula, she's tricking the fucking Dai Li to make them play into her hand when they think they're getting the upper hand. That was dope. Because you see Azula. Yeah. Azula's younger than Zuko. So she's like, Zuko's 16, so I would assume Azula's either 14 or 15. I'm going to assume 14, so around Katara.
It's just wild.
It's 14.
That's wild. She looks like she's like 20.
Yeah, I know. She's younger than Zuko is. And so she's only 14, but she's outsmarting the best strategist in the Earth Kingdom. It's like, damn.
I was going to say, before Zuko gets captured too, you get Iroh coming with Toph.
Do we?
Right. Iroh comes to the Avatar's house.
Before Zuko gets captured, yeah.
Oh, that's right before he gets captured. Because I wrote down Zuko wanted that one-on-one smoke. He was ready.
Oh yeah.
Zuko was sick of it. He was like, "No, we're running the one-on-one. I challenge you to Agni Kai." She's like, "Get that shit out of here."
Yeah. You think I don't want it?
She's like, "You think I give a fuck about honor right now, bitch? I'm trying to win." She's like, "No," and the Dai Li just fucks him up right away.
Yep.
Just clamps his hands to the floor and he's fucked. If only he could, oh, and then we get Iroh. Oh, bro, what Iroh says, he says, "Do you know why they call me the Dragon of the West? I don't want to hear some anecdote, Uncle." He's like, "It's more of a demonstration." He just fire breathes.
Oh my god.
Iroh's a savage.
Cool.
And he did it with
as
tea.
As soon as he said that, I was like, no.
And he used tea to do it. And so it's like that's why he likes tea so much. He used tea to create that fire breathing technique.
So cool.
Oh man, Iroh's dope.
This is literally my favorite character by far.
Same. Iroh's far and away just goated. And it makes me feel so bad for what happens later to him. And later in this episode, it happens to him.
I kind of got chills, I'm not gonna lie.
No, that wasn't a spoiler. It's just, how Zuko does him at the end of this episode.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So then Zuko gets captured and he gets locked together with Katara.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So then I wrote
They
down.
start telling stories.
Yeah, Katara starts talking shit to Zuko. She's like,
Mhm.
"Fuck you, blah blah blah. You're a bitch." All this stuff, and Zuko's just taking it. He's like, "Yeah, I know. I am a bitch. You're right." And then he's like, "You took my mother from me. The Fire Nation took my mother from me." And then Zuko goes, "I'm sorry.
We have that in common.
I guess that's
Yeah.
something we have in common." And I was like, Zuko's been game."
Dude, that was fire.
It was, dude. And then it cuts away to fucking Toph getting loose, Sokka coming back from his dad, Aang coming back from the Guru.
I would say by that time they're already back. But
Well, yeah, Aang picked up Sokka.
yeah,
Oh yeah, then Iroh, yeah.
that's when they're fighting in the palace.
Yeah,
and freaking that's when she said to Sokka, she's like, "Oh, it's like we're dancing."
Yeah, and
Sokka's
trying to dodge it.
Ty Lee, yeah.
Sokka was hitting them moves though. He was trying to dodge. He's like, he was popping, locking. He was like, I was like, okay, Sokka, you got this. But yeah, no. And then I loved it when Iroh showed up and they're all freaking out. They're like,
I know.
Toph, why are you friends with him? He's like, I'm here to save my nephew. And then all that, he's like, oh, I brought someone that could help. By the way, they're like, what? It's just a Daily agent tied up.
Yeah, dude, that was so funny. He was just trying to help too, and they're like stoned.
Yeah, they're like, boom, get stoned, kid. We'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And then
such a man. The
So
fight
then-
scene was so cool.
it was, and so then Aang's on his way to Katara and Zuko with Iroh, and you hear them talking. Then Iroh, that's when Iroh tells him, like, you made the right decision in my opinion. I think you should keep your emotions. And
Yeah.
then you see Katara. Katara was ready to give it all up for Zuko right there. She's like, look, I got this spirit water right here. I'm willing to use it to save you, to look pretty, because I love you.
Damn.
She was ready to waste that spirit water just to make Zuko look prettier. Come on. Come on, tell me she's not into the man.
That's facts.
So good. And that's why I ship Katara and Zuko.
Bro.
Zutara is the way to go.
Zutara. Zootopia.
Zootopia.
Good movie.
Bro.
Oh,
and then
bro.
you get
Oh my god, I skipped the Iroh quote, bro. Iroh quote. Aang was like, Toph says you give great advice and killer tea. And then Iroh said, the key to both is proper aging. I said,
facts.
Iroh. That's my guy, Iroh, right there.
Yeah.
And then we get the fights.
Bro, best part of the fight scene, Katara loses her stupid hair loopies.
It's the hair loopies. She just she lets her hair down finally.
She lets it hang.
Hair down Katara is terrifying.
Okay, I was
Not I was gonna say,
I was ready.
I was nervous.
I was ready to cut the episode again.
Thank you, Tristan. I agree with you.
That's why y'all are stupid.
But yeah, then the fucking Aang busts in, and then fucking everyone busts in right after that.
Aang, who knows 3 elements at this point, still getting it handed to him by Azula.
Okay, but before that, can we talk about how Aang instigated a fight between him and Zuko right away?
I know.
Right away.
Because he was touching up on his girl, though.
He was touching on Zuko's girl. It's like, get off her, Aang.
No, not what I was going with.
And then...
and then
Zuko
Aang talked
already-
shit. I forgot what he said.
Bro.
I think Aang was like, what the fuck is he doing here? I'm like, Aang, if you don't stop.
Aang, he's just getting your
Aang's
girl.
just jealous, bro, because he knows Zuko's going to take
100%.
that.
Zuko's got what he doesn't.
Think about it.
Everything.
Okay, let's think about it, right? Think about how many boyfriends Katara has, right?
Yeah.
Think about how many girlfriends Zuko has.
Mm-hmm.
How many girlfriends does Aang have?
Bro, he got that girl with the water
Man.
or the
8-year-old?
He had May, and then he had all those girls in Kyoshi Village.
They didn't love him. They just wanted his clout.
But he still got girlfriends though.
Not really though, because Zuko had girls.
You think Jet loved Katara?
No, he was macking.
That's what I thought.
But Katara loved Jet.
All these chicks at the Kyoshi village were just macking
But
on Aang.
But Aang didn't even like them, right? At the least, Katara liked Jet. Katara liked
fair.
Haru, right? Aang didn't even care about them. He just wanted clout.
Oh man, why'd you have to bring up my boy?
And Katara,
it's already bad enough I didn't get to see him.
Katara dug Zuko, and Zuko was digging Katara back. You could tell. It's like we've both been hurt, and it was like the Weeknd said.
Messed up the whole thing.
It was like the Weeknd said. He's like, "Bring your love, baby. I can bring my pain." Zuko's bringing his pain, and Katara's coming with love for him.
Hey, and then Zuko sides with not Katara. I mean, he was already siding with Katara.
Whoa! You skipped a step.
Zuko sides with Azula.
You skipped a step.
After they busted. What on earth did I skip this time?
You skipped Iroh getting trapped in the crystal. You skipped Iroh in the crystal.
Yeah.
Because they hit Iroh with the crystals, and then Azula's like, "It's your choice." I mean, she walked away, remember? And then
he got locked up.
Yeah, wouldn't let him out. And then Iroh was like, "Zuko, make the right decision, please. Do it for us."
Spoiler: he did not.
He didn't. And then he comes out. He's like, "Oh shit!" He comes out and he starts helping. At first, he shoots one at Azula, and he's like, "Oh, Zuko's about to help Katara and Aang." And then he looks at Aang and he fires one at Aang, and you're like, the whole crowd goes, "No!"
I know, dude. I was so let down. I was like, "Yes," and I was like,
He looked like a savage too because he ripped his sleeves off.
No, bro.
He had the muscles out and everything. He was ready. He was in his firebending stance. I was like, "Oh shit, it's about to." Nope.
I know. So disappointing.
So then Aang is getting the work because he's meh at the moment with all his bending powers. But he's getting absolutely handled by Azula and Zuko.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so
Zuko was fucking him up this time.
Then what happens is Aang lets go of his earthly attachments because that's what he has to do to win the fight. Because without the Avatar state, he can't do what he needs to do. And he finally realizes that, like I told you guys.
No,
bro.
He even said in that fight,
he meditates for a second and lets that go. He lets it go. He goes, "Okay, I can handle letting go of Katara for right now because that's what I have to do." That's all he had to do originally, but he just now realizes it again after getting his butt kicked some more because that's what always happens. Somehow, right after he gets a whooping, he understands everything.
Bro, Katara was killing it with the octopus, bro.
You mean after he gets jumped by 75 Dai Li agents?
I was gonna say, man, Katara was holding her own with the little octopus 8-arm water freaking bending.
You made it seem like it was because he was getting washed by Azula and Zuko. No, they were doing fine. It was a good 2-on-2 up until bitch ass Dai Li pulled up.
Yeah,
they had like 75 dudes deep, which goes back to our point. He can win every 1-on-1 until people start trying to jump him, like 80, 100 to 1. There was
still needs Avatar state.
I don't know, man. Y'all want Zuko and Katara so bad. I want Azula.
Yo, stop. The fuck?
We're stopping right there. We're stopping right there with that train. That train is not going any farther. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. But so Aang realizes what he needs to do finally. Unlocks that chakra. Comes rising up out of the crystals all glowy. Just super awesome. He's in the Avatar state. And like he doesn't even get to like present himself in the Avatar state, say some really cool like deep voice Avatar thing, and Azula's just like lightning in the back.
Yep. I don't know what the fuck Aang was thinking. Like he just comes out.
Avatar state.
He just comes out like they couldn't fucking see his little tent. Like the fuck.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna say, man, just because you're, I don't know.
Azula was probably timing that shit. She was doing the whole lightning dance and everything. She's like, "Come out, bitch, come out." She's like, "Bow!" As soon as she got out, it just tapped him.
Yeah, he was stupid for that. And then
everyone disappears. They just let everyone go.
Well, he pulled the if you die in the Avatar state, you die in real life.
No, the Avatar cycle ends forever.
Yeah, that too. I'm just saying, like they said, it's super dangerous and stuff.
Yep. And so he gets hit with the lightning. He goes down. Down goes Frasier. But then, out of nowhere, comes Uncle Iroh. the Dragon of the
Beast.
West. He comes out, he's like, go! I will hold them off. And he starts fighting 75 Dai Li agents, Zuko and Azula.
Something Aang couldn't do.
Come on,
with 3
man.
elements.
That's what I said. He's not the strongest.
Yeah.
And he starts whooping ass, and then, we don't see what happens, sadly.
But then, because at the same time, Toph and Sokka had gone up to the Earth King's, like, big room or whatever where his throne is.
Body Ty Lee and May.
Well, no.
Mm-hmm.
Toph gets Ty Lee while she's trying to do some gymnast stuff because they caught him by surprise. And then I made a note about how May literally just never cares most of the time. She was just like, go ahead.
Well, that's her character. That's the point.
Yeah,
I know exactly, but it's just hilarious. She didn't even put up a fight. She was like, just take him. I'll fight you guys.
I like it.
I also wrote down that Zuko was fighting like a beast, though. Like, he wasn't just doing what he normally does, which is fire blast and the kicks and stuff. Like, he made those fire whips, remember? And he was using those fire whips against her. He was using all kinds of different moves that he never really uses before. And it's like, damn, it seems like he's got a power up this season. You know what I mean? He's more confident in himself. Sure. Even if he's fucking up.
No, I totally agree with that. He definitely seemed like he got a little boost. He got some PEDs.
Yeah, he got PEDs.
They're gonna have to test him next season.
They're gonna have to nerf him next patch.
They're gonna have to nerf him. Oh my god.
Yeah, but then
they buffed him.
Even after all that, Zuko is like regretting it after that with Azula. Remember, he's talking to Azula. And he's all depressed, and she's like, "Oh, you made the right choice." And I'm like, "Damn, dude."
But my uncle.
Yeah, his uncle.
I betrayed him. No, he.
He betrayed us.
He betrayed you.
Basically.
Yeah, right.
And then we see the season end on them all, the whole gang plus the Earth King flying away on Appa, and Katara this time smartly uses the spirit water on Aang instead of, Zuko. And Aang kind of like stirs a little bit and then just passes back out. And all of a sudden, Azula has control of Ba Sing Se.
Yep, because she has the Dai Li.
Well, yeah.
Control the Dai Li, control Ba Sing Se, they said.
Dude, she really told freaking Long Fang. She said, you know where you belong.
You know what exactly what she said to him? I wrote it down because it was too fire.
Oh, cool. Go for it.
He said, Long Fang or whatever, he said, "You've beaten me at my own game." Azula said, "Don't flatter yourself. You were never even a player." I was like, God damn.
No, she hit him hard.
You weren't even a player, cuz. She's 14. You getting fucked up by a 14-year-old.
Dude.
There's some elite trash talk in this show.
Azula's elite trash talker.
Long Wang's got to be at least 50.
True. Yeah, fucked up. So this begs the question. What did you guys like better so far? Book 1, book 2?
2.
Book 2.
Easy.
Book 2, easy for me. Book 2 is an easy, like 8.5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. I haven't seen book 3 yet, but just, man. I came in, like, my rating probably went down just talking about it, because honestly, like, I came off, like, obviously off of book 2, I came off the last episode being the last thing that I watched, and I'm like, oh my god, it was so good. And then as we talked about the whole season, I'm like, I should probably calm my rating down, because I'm like 9.5, and then after we talked about some of the other episodes, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bump it down to a 9 for me.
The early episodes hurt this season a
lot. I agree.
They did, definitely.
Like I said, 6 and up. Boy, is that a fucking fantastic season.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
It's like, holy shit, this show is fucking great.
Yeah, I want to watch season 3 so bad.
Hey man, hey look, I'm willing right here.
2 weeks.
I'm ready right here live. I'm willing to push Jane Doe back a week if we want to watch book 3 now.
Dude, I'm down.
Let's do a vote, because I want to watch book 3 right now.
Same.
So you guys want to switch up the schedule?
We'll do Jane Doe next week.
So do we want to do back-to-back Binge Plus to fix the schedule then? Or are we
might have to for the boys. So I think this would be perfect.
Yeah. I was going to say, this might equal out perfectly, honestly.
Yeah. So
I don't know when the boys will be releasing.
we'll think. I think it's September 4th.
September 4th.
So this episode comes out the 27th. This episode comes out the 27th. The next episode will come out the 3rd, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3. All right, so then
6.
3 episodes. We have 3 episodes in between the next Avatar and season 1 of The Boys. So we could do 2 binge pluses and Sense 8, or we could do Sense 8 and then 2 binge pluses. Either or.
I would say we'll figure that out and
but
we'll let you guys know.
We have confirmed here live book 3 next week.
So I look forward to that for sure.
Fuck it. We do it. We'll do it live.
We do what we want.
Facts. Binge Plus. Hey, man. You know, we love Binge Plus here, but fuck it. When we got a show this good, we can't wait 2 weeks, man.
Oh, for sure.
That's why we got this. You know, we do this. We do this for funsies. We don't do this for the, for the structure.
I was gonna say, man, when you got shows as good as this, like you said, gotta fix up the schedule. When you got shows as good as Shooter, you gotta combine season 2 and 3 into one episode.
We got rules? Fuck them rules.
Exactly. We make the rules.
We lost a member one episode ago. There was 4 of us, now there's 3. Fuck the rules.
Yeah, right. We still alive though.
True.
Oh man, this has been something.
Dude, I love Avatar so much, man.
I'd like to say cross platforms. We thank you. We were getting close to 1,000 total plays, and we just appreciate everybody who's been watching.
Facts, dude. If you watch the show, we love you. If you listen to this whole episode, we love you. You follow us on any social media, we love y'all. You can find us at Instagram. Is it Dub Binge Boys on IG, Eli?
I believe so.
So that's DABING.
It is Dub Binge.
Oh no, yes, that's right. Twitter is just Binge Boys at Binge Boys.
Yeah, it's BINGEBOIS. Replace the Y in boys with an I. Guys, I love Avatar. This definitely got an 8.5 from me.
It's so good. I would say
this season is definitely a 9 or a 9.5 for me.
I would say I put a 9. I'm gonna stick with a 9 for it.
Even like Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, comparing it to other TV shows, like I don't see many TV shows that are like better than this. Honestly, there might be like one that I've seen that's like an absolute 10 for me. Maybe 2, but
it's so.
I mean, yeah,
even
the
adult
episodes for me are entertaining.
That's a fact. Even the bad episodes are good. Even as an adult, this show's still fucking great.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. This is the first time I've seen it at 20. Like,
and their stupid jokes are still hilarious.
Oh, they're super funny.
I have the themes.
The lemur is airbending.
Facts. I'd say even the themes hit harder too. Like some of the themes, like the sexism,
I agree.
The letting go stuff, like that. Like some of that hits harder as an adult than would as a kid.
Exactly. You didn't realize it as a kid necessarily.
It's just bad because as a kid, like you can put yourself in the feels with Katara. Now you can't be caught doing that, Tristan.
Facts.
I would never.
I'm just kidding.
But still, Ty Lee. We need a real life Ty Lee.
Hey. Anyway, Katara, if you're listening, Tristan is single. This was released in 2000. This is 2007, so I know Katara's of age now. Hit up Tristan.
Facts.
Oh,
Haru, I hope you're homeless because my boy Tristan is getting it.
And I'm just saying now. Okay, since the end of the episode, we can talk about the whole season, right?
Yeah.
Do you honestly support Katara x Aang so far?
No,
it's stupid.
It is. He's fucking 12, dude.
Yeah, I don't like Aang.
That's not even my issue with it. Aang is just stupid.
I see. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Aang is just stupid though.
I don't know, man. Katara's wifey material 13. Like Aang should go back to freaking Kyoshi Village and pick up one of the toddlers.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
But I definitely think Zuko Katara would be cooler.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
They both have hurt. They're both older.
Bro,
They're both royalty.
get this though. Get this, right? They get together, and then Katara's grandma and Iroh get together. She said, I'm gonna get you this necklace.
Man,
One other note that came up throughout the season was older women calling Iroh super handsome and being like, "Oh, you gentleman," or whatever. Just like all the older women flirting with Iroh. Come on,
baller,
I love when Iroh's just like, "You're so beautiful" to these women. To these women,
your beauty is like a spring flower coming at just the right time. And they're like, "Oh,
really? Wow, that's
you're not so
cool.
bad yourself, handsome." Like, oh my gosh, dude.
I love Iroh. I wish he was like my dad or uncle or something, bro.
Facts, dude.
He has so
I
much
wish I had an Iroh.
So
I know, man.
Iroh the goat confirmed.
But the thing is, the more Irohs you have in your life, the more Irohs you have to lose. Right?
Say something like that,
dude. Right? Though you got to think about it. The more good people you have in your life, the more you lose. Sorry, this is turning into a feels podcast, and we're not.
If you go first, they all have to deal with losing you.
Oh man, that's just right from the heart, bro.
Because I love you.
So you don't have to deal with losing anyone.
The thing is, man, I'm gonna watch season 3, damn well knowing that my boy Haru might not make an appearance, and I might have lost him forever. I need him in book 3, so I'm hoping the gods decided to put Haru in book 3. Do not spoil, but I need him.
You need him?
I need him.
Book 3.
My goodness.
Damn, I'm so excited to start watching it.
I'm excited for this now.
Yeah,
Same.
I could just jump right into it instead of waiting a week and then jumping into it.
I know. I don't have to kind of
slow yourself
make
down.
make a horror film last. I don't know. We apologize in advance for next week's What You've Been Watching. I'm sure it'll just be Reek again.
Oh, we'll just skip what you've been watching for a little while.
I'll say I can start up some new stuff, but
don't feel like you have to force, because if you force yourself, it's not going to be as fun.
That's true.
I'm getting there. I mean, I'm getting there. Don't worry. I'll have some new material for that soon.
Usually this is the kind of convo we have after the podcast, so we appreciate you guys listening to our bullshit.
We're just vibing, bro.
We're just yeah.
But I guess after that, we will wrap it up.
Say a quick shout out again to BNH, Brian and Hayden for the intro song. Appreciate them.
We don't have any social media to link for them, so if you want to get in contact with them for intro beats or anything like that, contact us. We'll get you in touch with them. They make fucking fantastic beats. If you heard this one, this is just one of 3 samples they sent us. They make so much good quality stuff. It's very impressive for how young they are into the game.
Oh, 100%.
It's great.
Yeah, you'll see them top DJs here pretty soon. They've already performed at clubs and stuff, so look out for them.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for next week. So thank you for watching. We have been the Binge Boys. To let you know again, my name is Enrique.
I'm Eli.
And I'm Tristan.
And thank you for watching this week. Goodbye and catch you next week.